Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BPL. We got season 7 coming up. I'm Newbie, that's the legendary Salsa, and we're getting ready for a Balsa group matchup between What's Up Doc and Mothmania. Salsa, how's it going?
It's going good, and I mean, it's great to be back for another season, and to have just such a action-packed weekend of matches throughout for all the teams involved. This season is it's a great way to start things off, and I think it'll really put some teams to the test, especially because we just had that very minor patch, for Freya that came out yesterday, and I think that at least might point us towards perhaps a little more DPS diversity than just Freya, because many teams, when they were in the drafting phase a week ago, really focused the DPS role, and I think that you're going to be wanting to watch the DPS today because of just the raw impact they can have in a match.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really good too when we have that diversity. I think it's a little bit more fun. I mean, everybody gets a little bit bored of Freya eventually. Like, we've all seen Tracer basically meta for like 6.5 of the last 8 years. So, excluding goats, but we don't talk about that. So it is really fun to see what these teams are going to come up with as well. And I mean, like, we got two stacked teams here, again, a mix of old and new, and I'm really looking at those DPS lines as well. I think they're both going to be really strong.
Absolutely. And I think both of these teams, if I recall the draft correctly, both of these teams pretty aggressively bought into their DPS roles. Um, and I mean, not a lot of pre-established like cores from we can see previous team histories, but very solid B League caliber players across both rosters. Just a ton of BPL vets across both teams. So, I mean, I think that this match is going to be it's odd because of just how much you have to establish what this team can do in this first game, and you go from there and how you can improve. So this is looking for good first impressions from both of these teams.
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun to see how they meld into what they want to run. And one thing I'm going to be keeping an eye on as well is Luau up against Tectonic, both playing for the same team last year. So I think there's definitely going to be some bragging rights if those two go up head to head against each other. So, I mean, that's always something to keep your eyes peeled on. But it's going
Oh,
to be a really fun
absolutely.
week just because everything's new, everything's shiny, everyone's unbeaten so far, so there's that hope for every team. And I think these two teams specifically are really going to fly out of the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. And just getting started so early with such little information, especially with that bragging rights, it's a game that you're going to want to pay attention to, especially because if these teams can fly out the gates like we want them to, we want every team to be flying out the gates and provide us really good Overwatch. It'll be interesting to see how any potential rematches in the towards the playoffs happen when we hit the later end of the season. Could
For
be
sure.
interesting to see how things change and just following through.
Yeah, it's always really important to get off on the right foot. These two teams. And speaking of getting off on the right foot, our first map is going to be Nepal. So a classic way to start us off here with a little bit of control.
Yeah, our map pool is going to be set for this match, and for all of this first weekend for the Bolsa group. They'll be playing Nepal, Blizzard World, and then New Junk City. So and that'll be true for as well for their second game during this weekend. So having a lot of time to prepare these exact maps, regardless of opponent, is a good way to kind of level the playing field as you're trying to get used to your new team. These teams have only been formed for about a week or so. So to be able to have a consistent playing field, at least in terms of what maps you're strong on or not, like that's neutral. It just is how well you can play. I think will set a good baseline for these teams.
For sure. And we also will be having some hero bans as well. This is going to be interesting because, like we've said, it's the first week of the season. So, different strategies of if you want to ban maybe something the other team's strong on might not be so good this first week because we don't know what teams like to run yet. So, do you go safe and try to protect your own picks? How would you approach this first hero ban? As we can see, we already have Freya being banned.
I think you definitely often either you want to just ban whatever the best thing is, the meta comp, just throw a curveball like we see from What's Up Doc here in this first ban, just kind of getting to if teams got used to playing Freya because of the previous patch, just don't let them have that comfortability early on. You only can ban one DPS. It also protects any other DPS for this ban from Mothmania, and also protects or also keeps Freya open for the back half of the match for the last two maps.
So now, if you're Mothmania, do you go tank support? Like, what do you think they're gonna try and go ahead with on the ban? I'm trying to slip this in before they get it.
I think you're probably gonna go with tank. I think you want to keep the key supports open. I think you still will pick a meaningful tank. I don't think you just throw this pick away and pick like Roadhog or something. Just make that a void pick. But I also don't know how much you want to commit to like ban an Ana or a Juno or a Lucio, for example.
And I think
And we
with
see
the
Arissa, there's that tank ban, key tank, just kind of get rid of some of the meta compositions. Probably going to be seeing Diva in this opening map.
Yeah, and I like what these teams have done. It's gonna kind of guarantee us a bit of a spicy first round. Almost feels like we're not gonna know exactly what these teams come up with out the gates. And looking at the rosters, I think there's a lot of flexibility on both sides as well. So there's going to be a lot of doors open as far as compositions go going into this first round.
Yeah, no, it'll be really interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see because both teams banned pretty in line with what the current meta is. So is that pointing towards not wanting to play the meta, or is that pointing towards wanting to protect the meta for maps 2 and 3?
I mean, I'm always hoping for the chaotic picks, and I'm
Oh,
like
absolutely. I
kicking
love the
myself.
chaos. Let me be clear.
Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe they're just gonna stick away from the meta, and we're gonna see like Bastion, Symmetra, Junkrat, like
Oh,
heroes that you don't
on,
normally see.
on
And I
Nepal? Oh,
feel like,
please sign me up.
yeah, I feel like the first, if we're ever gonna see it, maybe the first week is the time to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, that is the time where you want to bring out all the wacky strats, see if they work, see if you can get anything, because this is the best time to do it before anybody has data, uh, and before people have figured out how Freya fits into the current meta, because she obviously still is very strong, but is it a must pick like it has been for such a long time?
Yeah, I think Freya just has so much versatility right now in her kit. Like she's got great movement. Obviously, has the high burst damage, which is huge in today's Overwatch, and I think those are two things that make her so strong. So that's going to really put these teams to the test in the first map. Do you pick maybe just a different hit scan? Like in certain areas, we've seen players opt for an Ashe or a Cassidy instead of the Freya. So maybe that's something we see in the first round here, or do you just go like full send, full dive? Let's see, like Winston, Tracer, Genji. Genji we've seen a lot of recently in other leagues as well. So maybe that's a pick that one of these teams wants to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, I love to see the dive, so I hope that's what we get. But I imagine we're probably going to get some traditional hit scan, or maybe just kind of maybe a flashback to the Sojourn meta, potentially. But, I mean, and this is where the teams get to stake their claim and decide what they think is best in this pretty much flying blind otherwise.
Yeah, it's really just kind of an edge on your seat, like a little bit of anticipation, not knowing what these teams are going to run. And I think it's good to keep in mind Nepal as a map as well. I think depending on the sub map that we get first, there can be a lot of variance in some of the comps. I know from time to time, maybe Sanctum a little bit more closed off, maybe a little bit more static. But I think we could definitely see some different looks depending on which map gets picked first.
I mean, absolutely. Just being able to, Nepal, I think, is one of the most varied of the control maps, at least of the original bunch, where all three play very distinctly. The other two, like for Ilios or Lijiang, kind of two of them are in one group, and then there's the one oddball. I think Village stands out different enough from Trine so that it doesn't have quite as much of that. So all 3 maps kind of have their own character a lot more than those two, and so it'll be interesting to see how the compositions evolve, especially just with having like, do teams value picking a composition that'll work kind of well for all 3 and play to perks, or are they just playing what's good on each individual map?
And you brought up the perks as well. I think that's definitely something that will influence what these teams want to run, because I'm pretty sure, like 99.9% sure, this will be the first time BPL's run with perks, obviously.
I
So
believe
that's
so.
a whole new wrinkle that these teams haven't had to deal with in the past. And again, at least right now, that's something that makes a character like Freya a bit stronger. She has really good perks. Do you really, like, how much do you prioritize those strong perks? Like, I know, for example, we're not going to see like a Baptiste probably a ton, but I know Bap's perks maybe suffer a little bit more than some of the others on the support roster.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, someone who's been around the game for a long time, Baptiste has already been too good. He could take
Yeah.
take a seat on the bench for a little while, I think.
Yeah,
Lamb's kind of a
come
good
on,
one.
give the don't die button to rest. We don't need that right now. Like, just put that in your backpack and just leave it there for a while.
Well, now
But as we
every
mentioned,
character has a don't die button, so there we go.
true. But I
That's how he
mean,
fixed it.
BAP has the original don't die button, baby. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when that immortality field came out, and just everyone was so happy with how fun of an ability that was to play against.
Yeah, because it came out during Goats, so it didn't matter. And then suddenly it mattered.
Yeah, it was a wild time, and like, it honestly, some days it feels like yesterday, some days it feels like, X amount of years ago that it was. But these two teams getting ready, it's going to be really fun to see. I can't wait to see what these first comps are going to be. I think now that we got the roster set for this first map, that it's going to be a really fun one.
Yeah, certainly. And
5, 4,
hold on, I'm having a
3, 2,
tech
One.
problem.
round.
Can't see our clean feed right now.
I believe I am in the same boat as you, but
Okay. We are. Be the tank.
all right. So I know the match has already got started here. We're just waiting to get our
Oh yeah, here
stream
we go.
back. Hopefully this one's the charm right here.
All right, now we can see what's going on. I presume
There we
you,
go.
you all have been able to see the the match so far. Mothmania looks like they took first fight. Doc quickly retook after 30%, and really now just trying to play towards these. Or really build up towards actually having ultimates during fights. Everyone's around 80% or so.
Yeah, just a couple. Already has the overclock online, and ults are starting to be spent here. We got Poland coming back in and hitting with the whip shot, taking them out. What's up, Doc? And a little bit in the fight, pull back and forth. Bubble Y getting rid of Blue Owl. Are coming through. Tectonic goes down, And now what's left of Mothmania moves over the point. They did not have enough to stop that fight.
Yeah, just Mothmania trying to commit, but the Orbital Ray just able to shut down in the way that they pushed. And now you're down 2 ultimates. You really have to get a lot of value from this beat because What's Up Doc has everything else to go here.
Yeah, they're really sitting pretty with the ultimates on these players. And that Pulsong is going to spend early, and Tectonic is going to get blown up. Barry is able to trade one back, so Mothmania loses 1 early, but gets 3 wiped right back with a double kill from Bubba Wyatt. And now Mothmania is going to get over and take this point.
I mean, great overclock to engage there, and throughout trying to get out. Looks like he will. Yeah, getting that health back and trying to re-engage with the rest of the team. What's Up Doc did not use many resources, only that pulse bomb during that lost fight. Which Mothmania also did not have anything for that except for the overclock. So just a very dry fight that they lost there. And now Dusttail dropping low, has to use the cage, and looks like this overclock from Pomku will be the difference maker, and What's Up Doc will retake, going for last fight territory.
I was like, that is a filthy combination between the overclock and Dusttail's cage, because nobody could even contest Pomku in the backline with that overclock, and they were going to be able to shoot through. And that does bring us into final place territory. And somebody from Mothmania is going to have to touch a point here, and the boop comes through.
Oh, no.
And that is going to be an auspicious wait, and the first round for Mothmania. What's Up Doc takes the early lead.
Yeah, just a tough loop, and What's Up Doc looking good so far.
Ready or
And now we get a nice look at some perks. Everyone on that first level. So we're gonna see if we get some composition changes. Looks like we will. We'll get Luau on the Pharah. I don't think this. Could see the Symmetra actually being played. It is Village.
I give Symmetra about a 30% chance of being played past the initial teleport.
That's my thought. Is at first glance it's just like, oh, okay, that's getting out of the gates. But on Village it's the one map where you actually would plausibly play it. But Survey says no, we will be seeing the Sojourn character.
Yeah, Sojourn also a good stand-in for that player. Obviously, a lot of first stands as well. Toski's going to come out on that trencher and get right into the back line and start creating havoc. Already able to get rid of the break. That's a lot of being gone now for What's Up Doc, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to power through this one here as Dusttail goes down as well. So losing that break early just spelled the end of that fight for What's Up Doc, and Mothmania are going to take that point first.
No, absolutely nasty. Toasty just playing into the chaos of What's Up Doc as they're trying to get out of the spawn doors just a little bit faster thanks to that, having both the Lucio and the Junker Queen, and just able to just completely dunk all over Coolant. And now they have just a very solid percent lead, a decent ultimate percent lead as well, especially with that Katsumi Rush. Really only Luau is contesting in terms of a reasonable percentage on What's Up Doc. And now you're just having to out-brawl, and Coolant falls again!
Oh, that's rough. Support that early twice in a row. But Luau and Dusttail are able to pull this one back a little bit. The Maga is unmoving right now in this side room, and even though they lose the break, this time the fight turns out quite a bit differently as What's Up Doc are able to make the split.
Yeah, just having Dusttail kind of charge onto point, and then Mothmania try to make a rotation to kind of cut Dusttail off. Unfortunately, just not there. Luau able to throw in a bunch of rockets. Pomku there with the huge disruptive field, and doesn't really matter. Just the damage is too difficult to take, and the team quickly falls.
Luau is learning as the first field well, they're using it as well. This has come through from Mothmania, but that could just be a choice from What's Up Doc to lose the point to win the fight. However, they are losing the fight as well. Mini's able to find a nice kunai in onto Luau, and the trades are coming through, but Mothmania is now sitting on the point. They have that good positioning, and now with the Venture just cleaning up, Mothmania is going to hold here. Now they're over 50%.
Yeah, and now we start to see a couple of a swap from What's Up Doc. Coolant switching over to the Kiriko, just trying to, now that you can basically match the ultimate percentage on both sides there. It's just tough when you commit the ultimate like that and get kunai twice in the base and fall over. And it really hurts that you give a point. This beat has to be huge.
That beat is pretty good from Ferry, honestly, and it's allowing the rest of the team to get forward. And Toasty and Double Y got the memo. They are surging into the backline here of What's Up Doc and taking down their members one by one. This is another one fight here. It looks like we might be headed to a round 3.
It does. I mean, it's going to be very difficult to touch here. You do have the ultimates if you're able to touch it and actually get a real fight. But just touching this one's difficult. They will get the touch, but it costs you 2 bodies, and I think we're going to round 3.
Yeah, having to walk through Tectonic with the line of sight with the overclock, it's just too much damage coming in. Too much more poke before they even got to the point. And this is already looking like it's going to be a close match right down to the end.
Yeah, and now that we're on Shrine, we could see the teams try to go for compositions that open things up. We also could just continue to see the Luau Farah. But, I mean, it unfortunately just did not really work out there on that second point. So we're going to see actually the swap back to Tracer, which was incredibly good on Sanctum. So
Round 3.
Definitely seeing some of the versatility we were talking about with these sub-maps as well. And we are going to see our first Juno sighting as Tolzol has picked up that hero as well. Both teams trying to get onto the point early, get that point presence, get in, see if they can get inside position, and go to this point. And now otherwise, trying to show into the back line, and that Suzu was not enough to be pulling up, and now with more falling, Mothmania took a little bit longer to get going, but they seem to be really finding their stride here in the fall.
yeah, no, just able to basically do the jokes of just rush into the enemy team. There's a lot of chaos. Coolant tries to go for that Suzu, not enough, and just get that first fight win. And you're playing this positioning game. Dusttail trying to find the opening. Malga's, I think, much better at holding the point on this point. Still good at obviously engaging. He's an incredibly good character, but can struggle, I think, against the. What are we doing, Barry?
There's a little bit of maybe a wishful wall ride coming out from Barry, but now that is going to enable the rest of What's Up Dog to get to the point. And when Maga can set up, like you mentioned, to get that point, you can just sit and do damage. That's what Maga's best at. And now the flip has come through. So 41% to Mothmania, but now What's Up Doc's on the board.
Yeah, it really took a lot of attention away. That little bit of a wishful wall ride, but ultimately losing your Lucio so early takes away a lot of the raw impact that the Junker Queen composition can do, and that quickly resulted in just kind of losing the fight through attrition. Now we see them taking the high ground. Toasty finding Pomku, meaning this team has to fall back, they have to get ready, and the Suzu just so critical there to stay tectonic.
A beautiful Suzu, and Toasty doing a great job of engaging in to get that first elimination. Bring one back, that might be a little too late. They are going to send the cage fight here as well. Cobalt coming back in, and they are going to use that orbital raise. So, hello folks, and welcome back to this BPL Season 7 opening weekend matchup between What's Up Doc and Mothmania. I'm Newbie, that's Salsa, and we're getting ready for our second map. Bans have already come through for this one, Salsa, and some interesting choices to look at.
Yeah, so What's Up Doc dropped Nepal, so going into Blizzard World, they banned Sojourn, and Mothmania responded with a ban to Juno. Those are our two bans, and I think it's interesting. Sojourn makes some sense. It seems like you're just trying to really protect Tracer, and you want Luau to play Tracer and win there. And it really seems like, okay, then like Pomku's going to be playing the Freya. That's the plan. Sounds good. Mothmania is trying to ban Juno more so because they did not play one, I guess, in the last game, and the support line was completely open, so that seems to be their preferred support line, at least if they're not playing Orisa. And they chose to ban Orisa, so I think that's just what they like to play. And since that only hits What's Up Doc, they showed us that they play a Juno. I think that could be part of it. Of course, we're going to be getting some substitutions as a result of normal BPL rules and having to play everyone. So it could be part of that, I imagine, if you have to swap somebody in or out, and that's how you'd rather choose the ban. But it's interesting that What's Up Doc wanted to ban Sojourn instead of potentially like the Venture. I think that might have been a better pick. Stop the Venture from getting played. You still have your Tracer protected as a result, and you prevent kind of that what Toasty was doing, because Toasty was really helping Tectonic set up.
Right. And that makes sense. I guess maybe if you're What's Up Doc, you're just hoping that the Venture only comes out for control, and they're maybe not going to be playing the Venture going forward. Obviously, that's a gamble because, again, we have no data of what these teams are going to be playing in this first match, so it could be. And I really like the point you brought up about banning that Sojourn as well. I think that's going to be really key for this upcoming map, and I gotta think for the hit scan players involved, it's going to be Freyr or both.
Yeah, it looks like What's Up Doc does not have any of their subs present, so they are running the same team. Mothmania looks like they have everybody here, so Headrammer is in for Mini, and Sound is in for Toasty, so maybe that's why you just ban the Sojourn, don't have that potentially be an issue, because you don't have the Venture player on the other side.
Makes sense. And a good interaction to keep an eye on for this next map will be Headrammer on that Ana. Has that anti-nade, which obviously has always been such a strong ability. Can Dusttail either avoid those, eat them with the spin, do something to try and dodge the anti-heals that are inevitably going to be coming their way from the Ana.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the Anas are going to be pretty critical here because you have that aspect of dive, especially for Mothmania running to Winston. And so seeing how the Tracer and the Genji play and kind of pressure the Ana is going to be key, and how those Anas react to it.
A traditional setup here for Dusttail on the defense using the 6-inch high ground. As long as Mothmania will give it to them. Kamku's already able to find one, wins the Freya duel. That is 1-0 to Kamku in that respect. Sound's able to go in backfill. And once again, Mothmania is able to find that bring out first. And it looks like that's going to translate into some real estate gains for them, and possibly their first touchdown on the
Ooh, trying to get to that sleep dart just to get out, but not quite there. It really just losing coolant so early puts a lot of pressure on Cobalt to survive and have to focus on healing. Can't do that damage, can't use your cooldowns as aggressively. And ultimately, just that minor positioning mistake that just allowed the whole team to get onto coolant is the reason why we see this early fight win, still having 5 minutes on the clock.
I totally agree. I don't think coolant was doing anything egregious. I think it was just really good recognition by Mothmania to get in and get that main support early. Because you can see the enormous value that it has when they get rid of that break first. And that is already the first point taken here. So Mothmania still pushing forward. Monty trying to see if he can find a cheeky shot with the Freyr. Isn't able to find anything as of yet. And Bubba Wyatt gets the first pick. This comes on to Dusttail. But whether it's Brig or that tank, this is just going to allow Mothmania to keep marching on. And so far, nothing really stopped them. Cobalt and Ponku off to a good start there to start the stable.
Yeah, that'll be the thing that actually has the teams push back in, and I mean, maybe we stop the cart. Fairy just chilling, getting a little bit of extra cart progress, and gets out just A-okay as we go for this reset. And now we get to see the rid of a Freya duel, just trying to see if you could get this opening pick. Both just peeking around. It really feels like Widow duels, but with a character that has far more like wild positioning as opposed to the arcs that Widowmaker can tend to have.
Yeah, and it's really fun to watch these kind of players play the Freya 2 into these duels, because like my skill is nowhere near how good these players are. And it's really fun to watch them, see them play the market, and see if you can get the extra little bit of an angle. But as you kind of mentioned, although this part is moving once again and almost unimpeded, getting close to the point. Somebody for what the dog has to touch, they are going to do so. Luau gets one, Sound is going to hold Dragonblade and get two. And that is going to be a tough one to come back from if you're What's Up Dog. They're trying to stall out this cart as long as they can, but with Dustdale going down, that's the cart going over the finish line. Two already in the bank for Mothmania, and they still got almost 5 minutes on that clock.
Yeah, just not really respecting the cart for a lot of that the first fight. Even when you won it, you have to take the fight to the cart there. Normally, I do like kind of pushing up and trying to make a fight win, and sometimes you can ignore it, but when it's a character like Lucio who can just get out for free, you have to respect the amount of cart progress you got, because you could have had a third fight there, and unfortunately, just you're now looking towards third and trying to do whatever you can.
Now, right now, What's Up Doc is really trying to stop the bleeding. Dustdale is going to spend the time away to finally slow down the attack of Mothmania. Tries taking aim once, and they are going to get rid of Luau. So that is going to be the opening pick, and now two as Pomsu goes down. And this is just more card push here for Mothmania. I feel like so far they just have a really good combination of the macro of their engagement to make sure that they're getting big picks first, or when they're not getting them from the team play, somebody like Tectonic's just coming over the top and finding a couple.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tectonic's been just such a big difference maker here. Just, well, I mean, both players have been able to find picks. Same thing when they were on Sojourn, but Tectonic is able to find a support line often a bit more, and Pomsu's often finding the DPS mirror. And you're more like both are key, but having the supports fall so early just means the fight is basically over. We see that again here. It's just now the tank, just barely able to stay alive, and this cart will get pushed in with nearly 3 minutes on the clock. A fantastic offensive side for Mothmania, and What's Up Doc are going to be left in the round transition, wondering how in God's earth do we beat this?
I mean, Blizzard World is a notoriously hard map to full complete on the offense, so if you do it with 3 minutes left on the clock, like, you are laughing all the way to the bank with that. And like, it's gonna be tough for What's Up Doc to come back. They gotta have a really strong attack and then pull something out in extras if we go that far. And it's something to bear in mind as well. This map is first to 2, or this match is first to 2. So really, What's Up Doc are up against it now.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be tough, but it's still definitely doable. I don't know if you can match that time bank, but you could still get a map completion, maybe have some time on the clock, get some extra rounds time. You can also just try to play for the draw. It is hybrid. You can do that and just kind of try to build a very stalwart defense, knowing you don't need to play for like second or third. It's definitely going to be a big ask, and we are already seeing some. I think this might just be chilling in the spawn room type compositions here, but
1. Attackers in
surely, right? No, we're real, huh? Interesting.
Bubba
Okay.
Wyatt trying to phone a friend to see if he can find out who's coming at them, but we got the Torb. Luau coming out on the Torb. This is going to be either fantastic or tragic. We will wait to see how it's going to work out. Pomku on the bench is already going to spend that team flex, and I mean, it's going to be tough for Luau to find a good angle with that Torbjorn to see if they can get in and get some of this damage done early. And you can see the amount of hope that What's Up Doc is already taking. They're trying to get to this point early. They know that Winston can land on their head at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, now the Winston comes in and catches the people who could not make that rotation quite as easily, and I mean, they're just hung out to dry. Coolant and Luau can't get over there quite as easily. I mean, Coolant can, but Coolant's on protect the Torb duty. So you gotta sacrifice 2 to try to get a tick, and you don't even get the tick, and now it's a full reset.
Yeah, trying to protect the president, protect the short king and the Torbjorn, but I mean, it's not working so far, and unless What's Up Doc is able to rotate as a team, Mothmania is going to be just picking them apart.
Yeah, I'm in doubt whether or not the Torbjorn. I think you're gonna get so cut off by the Winston on this particular choke point that it's just so difficult to get the Torbjorn in a position where you can. But they do get the speed here. They are at least not completely caught out, but Cobalt already taken out because of the Genji dash, dropping low to the Winston, and this fight is over.
Yeah, good news of the speed there from Cobalt to get What's Up Doc over to the point faster. But with them running quicker, they just ended up dying tired. Once they got to the point, they just had no utility left to withstand the dive that came in from the center.
Yeah, and now the switches are coming in, and it looks like we're just going to go full dive and try and see if we can catch out Headhunter or Fairy. Just find a support, get somebody out of position, and get a pick. Very good anti-nade. Finds Tectonic, but Cobalt dropping low. Volana's down now, and Fairy, there's no support from Mothmania, and this will be a fight win. And first point taken for What's Up Doc.
That was an absolutely gorgeous bio that came there in that fight as well. I think it caught 3 in the back line, and then you can see Dusttail just jumping in, just licking their lips, ready to go at all these purpled opponents. And yeah, like you said, that's going to be first point, and now it's going to be up to What's Up Doc to start building on momentum after that good fight.
Yeah, now we see Cobalt though switching back over to the Lucio, and I mean, I think that's actually is the correct pick. You got what you needed. You got them out of that really bad defensive position, like a really good defensive position, and now you can be a lot more open, have the team be able to play a little bit more aggressive with that Lucio speed.
Now we got the Caesar already being here by Fluent, trades coming through. So right now, What's Up Doc has the advantage up a player. They are going to keep pushing this as well they can, and now we got the Kitsune Rift online as well. Dusttail doing everything they can to get up top to the high ground to make sure that Mothmania can get set up on top. They found this hit 1 with the blade, getting into the backline. Pompu is going to trade that back. Both these Genjis doing their job right now. Primal Rage into the backline for Dusttail. Getting the Genji oh so very low, and they are able to put shots down with the melee. However, the cart's not moving as W1D1 has the Primal Rage of their own. So both the Genjis go down to the 5th Fury of the Winston. And now Mothmania basically just doing all they need to do, stalling this cart for as long as they can. And this is going to be looking like a reset here for What's Up Doc. A nice Bionade coming in this time from Headrest.
Yeah, I mean, using the Kitsune Rush and then immediately dying. No Ajax here, but you do unfortunately lose that extra body that can just do so much damage and gets no value from it. And What's Up Doc is going to have to fall back with really hoping that this blade and this beat can do a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a classic combo. Maybe not the most classic for the blade, but definitely a good one to give that Genji the extra. With that ultimate, but speaking of classic combinations, we have the Winston going in with the Nano Boost applied, and they are going to delete Pompu before that blade can even come out. And now Cobalt gets up the back line, gets a boost for 1, starts his cart moving again, so the big fight's going on up top. Buries it to 1, and now 2, reminding everyone why Brig is the Tracer Eraser. Gets rid of Luau, and now with the assistance of Bubba Wyatt, that's another fight win here for Mothmania, and this is starting to look really dire for What's Up Doc.
And I mean, it is quite dire. You did force out both the ultimates that Mothmania had, but they were able to have them build the rally, and they're not too far off from Blade and Primal. And you haven't been able to cycle your ultimates and actually able to keep pace. You're going to be falling behind in that way. Used aggressively, Blade is committed, and now we're trying to find a pick, but the rally's just too strong. Finally, the rally falls, and that should be the difference maker.
And we saw the combination we wanted to see there from What's Up Doc with the blade, with the beat getting spent at the same time. It has got the card moving, and What's Up Doc is still into this fight. Can they get the payload over the line? They got 0.1 meter left to go. The thinnest of margins and now Bubba White is back and swinging for the fences. Sound has got themselves up to a blade if they are so inclined to use. It's very getting low, but it is able to stay up on 1 HP. Finally, Dusttail throws down the Primal Rage, is able to get one, and now with Pomku, another. This fight is scrappy as all get out. Bubba White is able to take down Kulat, and now falls to the floor, isn't able to withstand the damage coming out from the Pulse Bomb. And what's up, Doc? In a pivotal fight, is able to stay alive here on Blizzard World.
Yeah, I mean, using pretty much every resource you have except for that Kitsune Rush finally back online. Mothmania commits almost everything that they have, where we're back to how we were cycling before, with that blade or the pulse bomb and the nano boost. You do have not a lot of time though. You don't have really a lot of opportunity to build up the rest of your ultimates to get that blade and that beat online. You just kind of have to trade 1 for 2 and then hope that you get those things online first. And Tectonic Falling is a great opening for What's Up Doc here.
The door is wide open now for What's Up Doc, but they are going to lose one Cobalt Bomb. That is the speed out of the equation now. And now Bubba White into the back once again. An absolute menace on the Winston. Of course, you know that Nano Boost isn't going to hurt either. And that is another fight winner for Mothmania. And we are again leading into final fight territory. What's Up Doc going to put up or shut up in this next fight?
Yeah, no, this is going to be critical. Getting this Kitsune Rush has to be key and not having this Pulse Bomb get whiffed. That's what has to happen here. Headhunter falls early.
Nice deep
No,
line.
support!
Now Zulin's able to find another one. That's a great Kitsune Rush coming out from the support line. Now What's Up Doc are able to get forward, take some of this space back, and maybe push this in. And now this map is basically only drawable for them at this point, unless by some miracle they get it back in with time remaining. Touch comes through from Mothmania, just trying to whittle those last few seconds on the clock as Dusttail throws out the Primal Rage into the backline, trying to mitigate the anti-heal that comes out from Headrammer. Is able to get one. However, while the tank is out having fun in the backline, their whole team is dying on the point. Tectonic back gets 2 on the Tracer, and overtime will burn away. Mothmania are going to take this match 2-0, really finding this stride as time went on.
Yeah, committed early to that Primal, got the pick, but unfortunately your Lucio falls right before the beat can come out, trying not to Ajax, but everyone else falls quickly thereafter, and your last lifeline is cut loose, and What's Up Doc will be having a tough start to their season. Mothmania starts out 1-0.
Yeah, tough start to the season for sure. You don't want to start out with a loss. However, I don't think it's like panic button time for probably any team in the first week. But I mean, What's Up Doc really started strong on our first control map on Nepal. And it just felt like Mothmania, as time wore on, they got more comfortable. They were just connecting their macros better. Obviously, the dives with Bubba White on the Winston, they were really showing really how you want to play from a higher level, just with that tank and then those DPS following up and finishing off the backline. Like, unfortunately, for What's Up Doc, like their support line was just marked for death that whole second map.
Yeah, no, I mean, the support line was just marked for death, and it's just so tough because of how well you're able to, or the Mothmania DPS were able to handle the supports. You're not able to take the positions you need to kind of do it in kind, because you're always a little bit behind everything, even if you're finding the DPS, which they often were. They often were trading DPS for support, and that can be a positive trade sometimes, but usually that's a negative trade for the team who's losing the support, and that was What's Up Doc in this case. But I also think that there was certainly good elements of team play. They almost was able to clutch up that map at least 4 extra rounds. And on Nepal, it wasn't even just the first round. They also almost were able to, by a miracle, win out on Shrine. You just had that really brutal pick on a Dusttail early on. So it's just these small things that add up, which unfortunately caused this loss, but it's absolutely repairable over the course of a season. It definitely is no panic button time, as you said earlier.
Yeah, I think that's really a takeaway if you're What's Up Doc, is like, hey, listen, we were that close, right? It seems like a death by 1,000 cuts almost. Just like, break a little bit out of position here, or just one Bionade coming in here to stop somebody, and it just accumulated over time, and then all of a sudden you're out 2-0. But I think they can definitely bounce back. Like they have a strong roster. They really seem to be grasping what they wanted to play. So it's not like we're gonna see full blown comp changes or roster changes. The Torb was a bit weird,
Yeah.
admittedly, but listen, it's 2025. At this point, I feel like Torb's always gonna be a little bit weird.
Yeah, certainly. But I mean, yeah, the teams absolutely are like I think that after this first week, even in their next match during this weekend, I think they can pull things together. I think that we'll see a good solid set of matches from What's Up Doc and Mothmania. I mean, Tectonic was just completely dominant
Yeah,
this game. Just both really all three of the DPS players just really good at shutting down the support line. But Tectonic in particular just being a monster on both Sojourn and on Freya, just finding the picks necessary and able to have very solid duels with Pomku. Like that's
yeah,
a very even, and just to have that slight edge uh, throughout the entire match, just kind of the difference maker there.
yeah. Because Pomku is no slouch. Like I honestly can't make up my mind. Was Tectonic more impressive on the Soj or on the Freya? I mean, you could go a 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Like they just looked so good regardless of who they were playing. Like that's one of those DPS players that feels like they could just bust out like a Bastion and just carry the game, which is an insane sentence to say, I know, but the Tectonic just feels like one of those DPS players. Like, give me whoever you want, I'll take it, and I will show you how to play him.
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely, it definitely is a build around type of player, and he played really well today. Should be playing well for the rest of this season, and going to be a key part of Mothmania towards their hunt for the playoffs.
For sure. And so I wanted to mention as well later on today on this stream as we continue on, we're going to be doing a bit of a kind of a couch cast. So it'll be a little bit of a different vibe, but it should be fun. There'll be, from what I understand, jumping around to different games. So it might just not be locked on one spot. So I think it'll be a really fun way to show a bunch of the different games going on today. Because honestly, we kind of mentioned it off the top. There's like 40 games this weekend. It's purely insane. Like it's just like you could just strap yourself in and not leave for like a couple days. Like I don't know how long the streams are going, but there's going to be a lot of BPL in the next couple days.
Oh yes, I mean if you want Overwatch, we got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we gotta give OWCS a run for their money. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think, and definitely definitely the couch cast aspect. I mean, those are always fun. Getting to do those in some of the our smaller events has always been a good time. So it'll be interesting to see. Just also getting kind of that sampler of all of each different team, even if we don't get that full look in, like we did with this match. Just being able to get an aspect of what the teams are up to as we see this, because of just you can't. It's so difficult with 40 games or not even 40 games, right? I think so.
Yeah, it's right around
It's
there.
20 team or 40 teams, 2 teams per. Yeah, it's 40 games.
I've said it before.
Having 40 games.
Don't start making me do math on stream. For sure, never ends well. But yeah, we got a ton of games this weekend. It's going to be a blast. But we are going to step aside on this stream here quickly. It will be back. Like I said, we are doing that couch cast. But a big shout out to everybody working prod. As we all know, the prod here at BPL is amazing. We love them all. And again, I got to give a big shout out to Salsa, the legend, the BPL legend.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure to hang out. I had a great time.
Pleasure to hang out with you. Pleasure to cast this game. Perhaps do some more on the couch cast. We'll see. It'll be good to hang out.
Absolutely. And with that, like I said, we're gonna step aside. So thanks for watching so far, and stick around to see some of that couchcast.
Okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. They've been yapping for a while. Your wonderful casters were on screen. I'm gonna be running this crazily and trying to make it work, and they're gonna yap. Have fun. Oh, they can't even hear me. Yes. So the main stream on here is the actual one. The one on the right is supposed to be RPV versus Moth, and then there's supposed to be another one that I can't find that is supposed to be MM versus FOF. So yeah. Oh, there is a game going on right now. Wait, here we go. There's a game. Oh, they don't have an overlay. Why don't they have an overlay? You guys have that. Both of you guys should go see if I can do that. Border settings. Why didn't you yell at me? I didn't realize you couldn't see. I didn't hear that. Oh.
Much better.
Fine, sorry.
This was your best effort. Greetings.
I don't forget a favor.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I went to go get pizza. Why is everything breaking? There's audio. No, they're lying to you. There's audio right now. Yeah, there's audio.
Take him out.
This beat will hear you up.
No, I lied. Yeah, they can't hear you. Yeah, they can only hear me. Yeah, no, it's not me. It's you.
pixelated for me on my side, or am I?
It's me too.
I'm trying to like read the
It's
nades.
that's just what it is. I
Okay.
mean, I can take a look at the
Hey.
rosters.
Everyone say hi for the first time.
Yo,
Hello,
what up?
everybody.
Hello. We've been actually
Okay.
casting that entire fight and the last fight for Requiem, just so you guys know. So don't worry.
Yeah, we've
We're
actually
warmed
been
up.
really casting. Like,
We're warmed
real
up.
casting. What's happening?
Yeah, there's a warm up, right? We're good.
Alright. Kusuna use for coolies on log race to see if they can open something up. The Hazard's really engaging here. They're use fortifying the Orisa side, trying to hold this objective. Both sides even out. Overclock comes out for Koi. He does find Awesome really fast. Let's see if Orisa trying to equalize this fight. Spear thrown. Nothing
Wait,
found. It
this
looks like
Overclock
Orisa
was
going
crazy.
incredibly low. Harvest also goes down. The Orisa's dangerously low for the side of Diver. This is a one-side fight. Khan does go down to Lucio, but he is instantly traded by Dark Party.
Oh, and they flipped. Oh my god, they flipped.
They get the flip here. Orisa's still very low. Awesome finds Koi. If they can turn this, this would be absolutely crazy. Talk Control also going down, but equal fury trades on both sides. Orisa's still 1 HP, finally goes down to the side of Dark Buddies. Harvest going down as well. But Dowsy goes down instantly by the Pulse Bomb, but it will even out. They will get the point, and Log Racers even the score up 1-1.
Get lost.
Score.
Orisa
nice.
not dying that whole engagement was crazy. That's all I gotta say.
And the Orisa on Hyper Knight on the side of Thigh Bear, he built Terra Surge but didn't use it. So you have to wonder, you know, maybe that fight is if you are able to get that off, especially with how low you are. I mean, maybe there was a side of being scared to use it, like, and possibly. But then again, it's last fight, so why not just pull it?
Now we go to Night Market. Night Market, I think, we can really kind of see their Ramattra has already been selected here. This is where you're gonna see...
One.
I think Logburgers might take it. If they hunker down this point with the Ramattra, with the Pharah, with the Genji, I think they can definitely take this point in their favor after a very rough game one, or round one, right, on Control Center. The Bears sticking onto the Orisa, but keeping the catch. Oh, we're pausing. Oop, they're pausing. Is that wait?
Quick pause.
Is that wait? We don't got our people.
If you take a peek at Oh, nope,
Some
it's gone now.
losses.
They
But
say
yeah,
they
I
can
mean, to add on what you were saying, yeah, I mean, Log Racers, if they can bunker down kind of on this point right here, and surround angles with the Pharah Genji, kind of look for hits, you never know. I mean, it can go either way. It looks like we do have a lever by chance, so looks like we'll be going to a different game if there's any on. Okay,
looks
we have
And
two
they
black
immediately
screens.
die.
Hey,
Yeah.
All
yeah, I was
right.
gonna say, there
Two
was
black screens
definitely
added.
one that was going
Oh,
on
I can
in
fix that.
Nepal, but it's
Yeah,
cutting
it's
out, so we'll see there. And it looks like
Yeah.
Aurora won their map on Lijiang Tower, and they'll be moving on to Nambani.
Stream? Oh, this is perfect.
Yes! Yes!
Yes.
Keep it like this! This is perfect!
Yes, this is perfect.
You know,
I
at
didn't
some
realize
point,
what
my
was broken. I didn't realize you guys had that screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
had
was-
that
yeah, it was-
screen. What does that
yeah.
screen mean?
So
pixelated.
OBS doesn't like that you have multiple windows and you choose specifically which one to show you guys. So
Okay.
it sometimes just breaks like that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gotcha.
Cat is in
cool.
my room
Yeah.
eating my Ethernet cable. Cat.
All right.
Well, it was a nice knowing you stream. The cat will
Oh no!
ending us
Goodbye,
shortly.
goat.
Watch the stream just die. It'll be no
Yeah.
problem.
Chill. Stream cannot die right now.
It'll be fine.
We're
See?
locked.
Look, it's back.
We're
Oh,
locked.
we're back. We're so
Okay.
oh, we're not.
Mothmania,
locked.
I
We're
got
not locked.
Mothmania.
We are not locked.
50% or so? Like 50%?
Oh, we're locked.
70% now?
Oh,
70 0? 80 80
not
0?
worse.
Something like that?
This is so funny.
Go try and figure that one out. Good luck.
No, no. Oh, goodbye.
Alright.
They're gonna go
All right, not good luck.
Okay, listen. Okay, we can talk. Okay, this is okay because we can talk about Tiber and Log Racers. I'm invested in this match personally.
Well, it looks like
Yeah,
we.
but-
Oh no,
Mhm.
we're still in the pause. We're still pausing.
Yeah, we're still
Oh, hey,
paused.
referee got the fight on the fight.
Oh, there is a there is a disconnect coming in from the bear. Okay, finish at 45. You're just better. Trust.
I agree. You are better.
Can you turn off streamer mode as well? Okay, they're gonna go back in here in a second, so we can probably go back to Tiber and Log Racers.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure. We're waiting for.
I don't know what's going on with Reprieve and Mothmania.
Who's observing that? Let's go look. Oh, it's a goat. I can't say anything.
It's goat.
That's goat in there.
Oh.
There's so many things going on.
I
Yeah?
do know a couple of the players from Mothmania. Bubba Wyatt used to be on my old org team. He is a very good player. I vouch for him. He is GOAT.
Isn't Toasty one of our casters?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so. Bowsy's
Toasty
one
on
of
the
our casters and
Venture.
Toasty.
Toasty
Toasty's
gets
on
obliterated by
on
Munchin.
Venture for Pride Month. We love to see it. Let's go.
Toasty was doing really damn good on the venture in the previous game.
Someone's gonna clip that.
So.
Toasty got obliterated by Munching.
Someone's gonna clip that. Is crazy.
Got obliterated
And the
by
problem
Munching.
is, how are you gonna flip it? You have like
We are
3
back.
flames.
All
We are
right.
back. We have a Numbani. Screw Lijiang Tower. We're going to
Yeah.
the other map in
Yeah,
here.
it's truly Zhong, I guess. Alrighty, so we're on Numbani, simply known for a dive map. It's like Gibraltar. Anybody who's been around Overwatch a long time knows this map. Very, very high ground orientated dives can be fantastic. A lot of different angles to play. And we see Requiem coming out in the ball comp. I mean, I personally am not a fan of the ball on Numbani. I think Diva and Winston kind of outshine it, but you definitely can make it work. Dawes preferably for the Hazard as well. And we see a Sojourn on the side of Requiem and a Freya on the side of Aurora. What do you have to think about that?
I don't hate the ball. I just think that the target that ball. Oh, I want to say it. I feel like the target ball was trying to go on were kind of impossible to really pinch down. They're all very mobile in their own way, either vertically or horizontally, i.e. Kiriko, Freya, Tracer. But going to the Winston, I agree with you. I think Winston and Diva both just outshine really well on Numbani. But I mean, we're not paying attention like that. Good distraction from from Cy Young and I'm sorry, not Cy Young, from Dawes and Nightingale there. Wow.
I mean, Key just fell over, and it looks like both teams will go for the Hazard, and we look like we got a Winston swap on the ball. So a little more traditional comps in the tide of Numbani standards. But, you know, just looking for pokes. I mean, Key going down very quickly. Looks like it has to get Requiem to kind of step back, shave a little time on the clock for Aurora, and see if they can get a little diving going. Winston diving up top, kind of trying to force some people up. He does go half, and Dawes looks like he's half as well, but they seem to stabilize very easily. This Freya is going to be getting a lot of value onto Seong. Luster's primary idea here is to just poke this Winston and try to win this Freya duel as much as he can, maybe pop an arrow as well.
Yeah, that part, but also don't forget, Freya did get some nerfs to her movement, to her overall kit in the recent update. So to see Lester still on it and still make it work is really gives a lot of hope to see that Freya might still remain relatively strong in the greater meta space, especially with Keed and Lester both on her right now. Red Team struggling a little bit here on their attack side. I think they're a little bit too spaced out, not really falling on the right targets. I think Twisted and Taeyong probably just kind of talk a little bit more about who they want to go on, because you can see Taeyong's in there, but Twisted was getting called out by, of course, Perseus. Now, big pick here. It's up to the Freyas, and Keed does take one, so let's...
He finds 2, winning the Freya duel and taking down Trace as well. Dawes also falls to Twisted. So it looks like Requiem is finally able to get something going, maybe finding some picks, cleaning everything up, and looks like they might be able to take this first point on Numbani. Overall, I think the Freya duel is going to be key to winning to a lot of these fights, you know, pressuring these tanks. Hazard might get the one-up a little bit when it comes to taking damage against the Freya, especially with that damage reduction. But, and this Winston's going to have to play a little careful, but if they find the right calls and the right pushes onto what they need to do, it could be very successful if he can win this Freya duel.
They have 4.5 minutes to do it. This is a huge time bank. Ooh, we get out by the skin of our teeth, but there is a continued rush to rush them down. Key does expend the Freya ultimate. Doesn't really get much besides Dawes in their face. And now Aurora is working with about 5, I'll say 4 ultimates here for sure, while Requiem struggling a little bit here, forcing Key off the Freya over to the Sojourn.
I mean, I don't know about that Sojourn swap. I mean, maybe he feels a little more confident, but we'll see. Freya does dominate right now as much that he did get a nervous. Hazard does come out, finds Nova with the cleanse. Dawes is very low. Beat responded with Baka. Both beats come out from both sides. See if they can aggress. Dawes finds low. Boop incredibly once. See if they can clean her up. He will be able to get out. Pulse out onto Keed from Perseus. Does find the kill. So you are down 1 from the side of Requiem. Twisted go incredibly low. Dawes half HP. Multiple people low on the side of Requiem. Pulse goes out onto Dawes. He does live. Cleanse comes out. Primal coming out from the side of Seong for Requiem, seeing if they can find something, but it looks like stabilization on both sides. You do cut that Freya for Aurora to see if he can find something else. He does find Boop, so you are down another place. Seong going extremely low as well on the side of Requiem, so Aurora finally be able to find this momentum to stop Requiem right in their tracks on the opening side of second point. And they still hold on to that Freya, which is crazy. I mean, you can open out of the quit, especially because Requiem has no ults fight on their side.
I was gonna say, Requiem unfortunately used pretty much all their ultimates in that fight there. Used the Primal, used the Sound Barrier, two very sustainable ultimates for the respective characters playing them. Aurora having that Fairy ultimate means that whoever looks at it is simply going to explode, no matter what. Maybe say for Dawes of all people. Now here it comes, it does go completely wide. Gets absolutely nobody, unfortunately, for Luster there, but that gives Requiem a little bit of an opportunity to continue on with little to no fear, especially when Nightingale has gotten the Kitsune Rush. Now it's everyone's forced to back up, reconvene, and wait for this rush to expand.
Yeah, and Luster even finding a kill under Riptides, you know, with that Kitsune Rush. So, you know, even backing even more, drawing a little more time off the bank, because you do have a little just under 2.5 minutes on the clock, so you definitely want to shave up as much time as you can. For ult-wise, Requiem's coming up on a Pulse, probably coming up halfway into Beat with halfway fight, maybe opening with Kitsune Rush with a little poke, and especially Sojourn ult, while Aurora has Freya ult again, Tracer coming out, Hazard. I mean, they have 4 ults to 3 to work with. Let's see where they go. Winston Seong jumping in, they respond. Try to force him out. He going extremely low. Luster does find Key. Dawes is about half HP, forcing the back. See if they can find Boop a little out of position, but they do regroup into the back room. Luster finding that pick. Key, you know, Requiem trying to back up. Seong going about half HP. Pulse coming into Cleanse used it, but Seong does live. They force Requiem to back up a little harder. Twisted going very low, has to use that recall. Coming out, they have to back up. Winston going back in. Another support. Rush you from the side of the Queen. See what they can do. Freya all coming out from the side of Aurora. Hazard ult as well. Luster does go down to the hands of Seong. So to see if Queen can kind of push back into this, try to clean this up, and get some further progress. Just under 1.5 minutes on the clock. Nightingale goes down, but Key does as well, and so is Boop. So you're looking about a 3v3 on both sides. Card progress coming in. The best side for Aurora to do is probably just to back up and fight another day.
Yeah, Aurora doesn't really have the manpower to be able to continue fighting, and there's Dawes dying in the back line. That was the biggest issue. Dawes just doesn't have the ways to get out.
Yeah, no sustainability from Dawes. I mean, you go in, especially with Freya. I mean, you poke him down, it's almost instant.
Yep, Luster's immediately dead, and now Perseus has to stay on this cart to try to keep it going. Have to commit now. Ultimates, both beats are now used by both teams. This feels like a time when they're just gonna tap the card in.
Yeah, I mean, it's too good.
No, it definitely feels like they're just trying to waste a little bit of time as they do get into the 30-second mark. Both beats have been expended, but Requiem gonna be up in numbers here for a little bit while longer. It's just Dawes trying his best to stay alive, but thankfully with just a nick of time, they're gonna get about another 1.5 minutes, just under 2 minutes to continue this into third. And I have to say, Cy Young having that primal was pretty much really clutch to continue that sustain even after both beats have been expended.
Yeah, with and especially coming into this third point, I mean, Keat does have that Freya ult online, so they can use that as an opener, but Aurora does have that Kitsune Rush online as well, and coming up to a Pulse. So we'll see, you know, a little ult advantage from the side of Aurora. Definitely can open sides both up and see what this Pulse Bomb will do. Keat getting poked out extremely early by this Tracer, and Lucio going extremely low, 12 HP. The Cleanse comes out of nowhere to help him. Pulse Bomb going, big Pulse from the side of Aurora, finding two, both backlines dead, and Keat falls as well.
It's the Perseus show.
I mean, that Perseus show is crazy. Hundreds of viewers. That Pulse Bomb was humongous.
Yeah, but I don't like that they used that Kitsune Rush. You didn't need to do that to get that Pulse Bomb, and it seems like Nightingale has been consistently using that like as if to chase down Requiem, and they're just holding S. So you're just always like you're just kind of burning off that ultimate and not getting a full value that you can from it.
Yeah, and even Dawes using his Hazard ult, and it just instant getting no value. I mean, you got to think. I mean, especially even when you're coming down to just under 30 seconds, you want to think to yourself, maybe should I save that and try to force it to a one fight?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're gonna have to
now they get
that
rush right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have to do that now because now the rush has been expended. We use the Freya ult. Does find his one onto Riptide, who had expended that Kitsune Rush earlier. We get a one off onto the Luster, so it's a 1-off-1 situation. So now with the cart now moving easily throughout this third objective, it's up to Twisted to get this Pulse Bomb off, and also Key to build up this next ultimate for themselves. And as I say that, Perseus once again stealing the show for a little bit there, and taking down one of the biggest threats in overtime has been activated as well.
I mean, Percy is fighting too, and Riptide going down to Baka. I mean, Aurora are taking this show by storm. Requiem down 2, trying to do everything they can to keep this attack going. Beat coming out from the side of Requiem. Perseus does have that Pulse Bomb, and Kitsune Rush is coming up from Nightingale to see if they can respond. They just have to back up, maybe try to hold this for a little bit. Pulse Dumb's gone on the Seon, finds him half, but he will not pair it. So Twisted does find Dawes, so Aurora, again, I mean, you have to think to yourself, maybe you just have to back up and fight. I mean, you're going in, staggering yourselves. Twisted does fall, but Lester does fall as well. So Requiem coming in with so much momentum into this final fight.
That's so difficult to deal with, especially on Numbani.
You do have this Kitsune Rush, though, and that is trying to chain the Rush into the downpour and turn those 2 ultimates into the tools you need to actually win this fight. But you don't have any more ground to give. You have to get this to stop now.
Oh, but you lose Perseus, and we are not on the card. We are not on the card.
The swing by Dawes to kill 2 to force them off cart and stop Requiem right in their tracks, that was a great play. I mean, it was looking grim for a second. I mean, that was just an individual play to force them off cart. I mean, that could have generally gone, I mean, with the momentum that Requiem had, I mean, it could have gone either way.
I mean, yeah, that's just, it's a tough one, but just trying to capitalize off of that pick you found and just not able to do it. Looks like Log Racers took their game on Li Zhang after the pause.
Yeah. Oh
Looks
wow,
like they
two
managed
on
to pull it
Li Zhang.
out.
One on Nepal. So yeah,
They
it's
managed to pull it out.
well, it's because these are set maps, so it's each group.
Yeah.
So the Log Racers, I think that's a C League team, and then so that's the C League. Every C League team is going to be playing that this first week, and then Mothmania is in the Balsa group, so
Yes.
they play Nepal, Blizzard World, New Junk City. And then we have here, I think this is the other B League, what, Birch?
Yeah, I see it. The B League up in the lower corner.
Yeah, and then A League, I'm pretty sure plays, I can't remember their first, Oasis. It's Oasis, Eichenwald, Blizzard World.
What a
Oh, no,
what a
sorry,
map
not
pool.
Oasis, not Oasis, Ilios, I lied, Ilios.
And
What a
there's
map
there's
pool.
2 groups. There's 2 groups, so they each have their own map pool.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
let me take a peek, actually, I'm curious.
I know Aspen is Ilios, Eichenwald, and Blizzard World, because that's my group.
Okay. Oh, slightly.
Gotcha.
I mean, as you look for all of that, I mean, we are having the next phase of Numbani start off, and Dawes starting off dead.
Dead, just
Just dead.
A
Just
little over
couldn't
aggressive
get
from
anything.
Dawes. Perseus also falls, so a quick reset for Aurora. I mean, that Seon might go down though. That is a crucial exit wrap for Luster as well. So I mean, it kind of negates everything. So good pick from Baka, but Luster unfortunately trades himself out to kind of give Aurora a reset.
Yeah, and also
I
give Keita big ult charge like advantage too. Look at the diff. It's doubled. It's doubled.
Yes, with Freyal, you really can build that ultimate, especially with that three kill boost onto the ultimates. It definitely does force it. Seon coming right back into the fight, right onto Dawes. Dawes going half HP, trying to do his best to survive this Freya poke. Cleanse coming out from the side of Aurora. Another cooldown use, trying to also force out that Tracer from the side of her Queen. Doing a pest to Baka. Baka going extremely low, 1 HP. Can they find the kill on him? No, he will get out. Luster going extremely low. Both DPS from the side of Aurora going low. Recall having to be used. Seon going down as long as Luster, so he can trade, but you lose the tank on the side of her Queen for that defense. Perseus also going down, so you lose both DPS. It's a 3v4, and it looks like Freyal coming out as well, after already being down 2. So it looks like they might get the reset. Key going very low, but he will get healed up by his Curie. And it looks like Aurora cleaning out those backline, resetting that backline, and fighting another round.
It's Busan Hollywood Surabasa for app.
Ooh,
That's
I like
actually
that
really
one.
good. I like that.
Busan, I would like that one too. Wait, Busan Hollywood Servasa goes crazy. I
Sombra
think the
switch.
map pool I would hate to play on is Mothmania's. Like Nepal, Blizz, Junk City. Yeah, you got it. We have Pulsum being expended. We have also Perseus on the Sombra as you had mentioned, and not gonna really find much, you know, on the field here, being dead so early on. Luster having the Freya as well in the back pocket. Dawes has the downpour. We have the continued rush. We are going to be using the said downpour, and it does find a lot. Forces Sunbury to be utilized. Nightingale does go a little bit too tunnel vision on trying to get the kills off, and it gets called out by the rest of Requiem alongside the side of Aurora. They kind of try to clean up and just kind of reconvene though.
It just seems like Aurora, or not Aurora. Yeah, Aurora is just using a lot of ults when they're down players. I mean, it seems like the plan, like you're staggering the ults kind of. I mean, I see the individual, like the vision behind each play, but I mean, you're down a player or so, and the fights get really scrappy. And Requiem always tries. Requiem is just seeming to always come out on top of the moment. Seong with Primal and Riptide with the Kitsune Rush, and Freya all coming out as well from the side of Requiem. But Aurora uses their first, finds nothing for the time being, maybe poking to get that Primal. It does come out. Nightingale, both support us for the side of Aurora being able to be used. Aurora, Seong getting very close to that edge. Primal does go down. They do swap to the Winston from the hazards. Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Aurora. Aurora matching Kitsune from Requiem. See what they can find from here. Key going extremely low. Boop does go down from the side of Requiem, so a big pick for the side of Aurora. Both DPS line going low as well for Requiem. Twisted goes though down. They still have their beat to work with Aurora. And Freya ult for the side of Requiem does come out, but they will not get the touch in time. And now you use Freya ult, and now they have a big momentum trying to clean up these kills to go into second point.
Ooh. Okay, Nightingale getting really active up in here with the Kitsune, not even just a Kitsune Rush, excuse me, but with just walking forward with the team. I love to see that, but they kind of forgot about the carb a little bit. It's okay, it happens to the best of us. It's now moving, and they're gonna have to take the next fight around the corner.
Yeah, Kiri does have that big poke potential and able to take these big angles, especially with their Freya, you know, causing a lot of big poke onto this Winston, so they have to be very careful. Freya going extremely low for this side of Aurora, but does get cleaned up. And that's the big thing with Freya. I mean, you can see right here, recall being forced by one bolt. Freya is incredibly strong with forcing out these squishies.
Alright, looks like we have the multi-view happening now, so we have a lot of games happening at once. We have this one, they just used the barrier. We also have a ball comp happening in the top right corner with Log Racers and the Bear on Hollywood, which I am a big fan of. And then we have, there's Blizzard World. It might happen, it's happening, you know, as we speak. So, I love the multi-view. It's really fun to just kind of highlight what you want to highlight. Like, right now, I'm looking at this dive against this Ana on Hollywood. And then now I hear Freya ult, so I look over the lower left corner, and everyone's dead. Everyone is dead. I look away, and everyone just died.
Yeah, that's what happens. You have to watch all 3 games at once, or you will miss information.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty close match between Tiber and Log Racers, as we saw on Ilios, or not Ilios, yeah, Ilios, Nijong, but see which way that goes for Hollywood. But Twisted going down for the side of Requiem, so it looks like Aurora can maybe pull something up. Dawes going extremely low. Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Aurora, trying to push in as aggressively as they can, try to get this first checkpoint ticking down, and nobody will touch. So they respond with Kitsune Rush from Requiem, and nobody touches.
That's not good.
All right. That's not good. You do still have a decent amount of cart progress to go, but ultimates, I'm trying to see if I can get the percentages. They just look a little bit more towards Roar's favor. Roar Requiem. But I mean, keep it as it is. I got the numbers. We're good. We're good.
Just ping me if you guys want to swap around, by the way. The multi-view is great, but this is like, if you want to focus on a game, we can do that, so just let me know.
No, actually, I won't ping you. I want this.
How dare you?
Just read my mind.
I mean, you can do either. We haven't done Mothmania if you want. We can kind of focus on that one.
Yes,
and
I do want to show that one. We can wait until...
Yeah, we can wait till this...
audio there?
No, I think for now we can keep it.
We'll keep this for the end of the map.
Keep this for the end of the map.
Yeah,
There's a lot happening.
Minute and 45. They're gonna end the map soon. Dawes is gonna live to the sound barrier. There's a Genji Blade happening in the corner, and it gets diffed! Oh my god, I love seeing my Anas win. Yes!
Ball gaming.
The Anas have won today.
Tracer coming out from Perseus. I mean, Perseus going extremely. Dawes has been half HP this entire match. And he goes down. I mean, Aurora, like, it's just general, like, they're just going way too fast/slow. I mean, it's just a mix of both. It's just constantly being poked by this Frey. He's getting ruined by this Reed Freya.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if how they're gonna try to approach this thing, because I mean, you do have an out of the Kitsune, you have the Primal, so you have the tools to be able to engage, and we're dead.
A huge pulse from the side of Requiem with Twisted. I mean, that's a great pick onto Booster, especially with that Freya ult available that shuts down instantly going into the last 45 seconds. Perseus and Baka will fall though. I mean, are you getting too? How do you fall off the what?
Ooh, got a little too active. I might think there. That's not really good for Aurora, especially as they only are ticking down on 30 seconds left in their attack phase. They have to get to just a third point That's all they need. Rip Curl has nothing but a rush and a prayer, and they're gonna start praying right here, right now. Double rush is coming in right here under this bridgeway, and it's gonna keep going down first. We're gonna be allowing that momentum to build up with the Freya ultimate as well. There goes Riptide. We're down our Lucio, but that's a-okay. We still have Kiri, we still have a Pulse Bomb, and we still have a Primal, both of which, well, one of which is gonna be used by Cy Young. Dawes is gonna be keeping on to his for a little bit longer.
Pulse Bomb coming out, missing.
Here's the beat.
I mean, you still have that Primal coming out from Dawes, but I mean, no other walls. You're building that beat relatively soon, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. You might just have to reset and fight.
But you don't have the time. It's OT.
Yeah, there's no can.
Oh!
Wow.
Ooh.
So it looks like Queen will take this map. 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, Dawes not pressing Q there. Ooh, that's a brutal one.
Just ult management was just a little lackluster coming in, out from the side of Aurora. I mean, but Perseus was finding crazy picks too. But I mean, I think it was just shooting themselves in the foot. This was a crazy pulse bomb. I mean, an incredible stick and finding a third for the 3K. Fortunately, Saeyong just puts him down, but
we die in the play of the game. Yeah, that's peak cinema, I fear.
Peak cinema. Alrighty, I'd say you guys want to go to the Mothmania game? Yeah,
hell yeah. I will let. Yep,
Yeah,
I will add. I got you.
1-1. I mean, overall, there were some great fights between both teams, but I would say, I mean, like, I think the DPS side from Aurora was outshining Requiem, but I mean, it's just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
The ultimate's just there at the end of that was just, you have such a huge advantage. You just have to deal with the rush, which they successfully dealt with, and then a beat, which they just, like, got shocked that they was a beat and then didn't press Q.
Yeah, I mean, so let's take a look at Mothmania and Reprieve. So when it comes to the so they're going in with Nano Winston off the rip. We're getting aggressive fast. No also reside on to respawn on the side of Mothmania. See if they can find any kills. May's going extremely low, popping the Primal into this tiny room where Winston Primal is definitely a menace to be made with. Finding both support lines and Tectonic going down from the side of Foliage. A great play by Reprieve to find those kills with only investment of 2 ults. I mean, a quick little fight win. You use 2 ults and just reset them and hold this defense.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that Tectonic is playing the Ashe and not either not the Sojourn because
or the Freya.
Yeah, well the bans are.
Oh yeah, I would say what are the bans?
Are Juno Freya are the bans. So, and then I think previous map was these teams do not like Juno. Wow.
Real actually, that's just so real.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Freya either. It's like on Gibraltar, get out of here. Give me Kira Lucio or give me death. Or I'm sorry, or give me Auto Break and give me death. Like, don't
Rally coming out from the side of Reprieve, but it does respond with a Primal from Bubba Wyatt. Headrammer does good. Honor trades on both sides and break trades, so no backlines on either side. Who can win these scrappy fights? Bubba Wyatt going into this, so trying to cause as much pressure. Might find him in the process. Aiden does go down along with Foliage. So Mothmania looks like they are going to come out on top, clean up this kill as fast as possible. Tectonic will go down, but they need to get this pick as quick as possible to even have a chance of not forcing a touch coming into this final point. You do have Sojourn, you do have both DPS light ults coming from the side of Reprieve with nothing to respond from Mothmania, so they have to be very careful if they're all tracking this correctly, along with the Nano coming up very soon on both sides. So we'll see what kind of plays come into this. I mean, Sojal could be built in last second. They do hit the Nano on the bubble, but he does get hit back by the whale rip shot of Brig. Sojal coming out from the side of Reprieve, trying to find some sort of value from this, coming into the last overtime. Brig caught out of position, does find the kill onto the Ferrer from Mothmania. Nano Tracer coming out from the side of Aiden, does have to force that recall, forces him out. Bubba White extremely low. They do have a Pulse coming out from Mothmania. Bubba White and Headrammer coming down from the side of Moth, and Pulse does find Mahir, so a relatively even fight, but it looks like Reprieve is coming out on top. Aiden finding a 3K, and it looks like Reprieve is going to hold on to stopping the Mothmania in their tracks just before second point.
Really
wow,
quickly.
I mean, that's incredible.
I am so glad I just watched Headrunner get clipped. That was so funny.
Yeah, this guy hates you, Headrammer. I hope you do this.
I hate Headrammer. No, for all reasons. That's a joke, too.
I remember when I used to play CGL and he was the host of everything. Oh my god.
I know, right? Fall from grace, I fear. Became a competitor. Doesn't even host CGL anymore.
Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to make it laugh out.
No, it's your turn to host CGL.
My turn.
Oh, I wanted to really quickly talk about that the Nano Winstons we did see when we first tuned into the match. Nano onto Winston is so good only because you use Nano to Winston. Winston gains Primal really fast, and that's how that first fight did go really well for, I believe, Reprieve. But I think Mothmania just kind of got a little bit too sidetracked. Didn't really pay attention to Aiden at all. And it looks 16-1. Yeah, I don't want to play against Aiden if I'm an Ana player. Like, no one's looking at them. No one's really contesting them whatsoever. There's no one on the other team of Mothmania to check them consistently. I mean, Sound's on Tracer now, but, you know, no one's really checking them.
Yeah, I
True,
mean,
but I think that's the job of Fairy here. You have to be the backline together and be able to shut down the Tracer, at least force them out. Not necessarily get picks, like deaths don't necessarily matter, but just be able to
just getting them away from your Ana. I mean,
yeah,
it's
getting
like,
them away from the Ana because that's so critical here.
and that's communicating, and especially communicating with your team. You know, be like, hey, if you can force her out, and as soon as you are, because it's like a ball. The more pressure you put onto a Tracer and stare at her, the more value she gets.
That's true. I mean, you actually, to be fair, that's what we did see. We saw like it also forces out your cooldowns. It forces out your bash. It forces out your whip shot, and we saw that with Reprieve with what is this? Creon? I can't read from this.
Creon.
Yeah, Creon. There we go.
So the
Creon
Tracer
was able
out.
to.
Oh my god.
Do you guys want the multi-view for this since they're all going? Thoughts?
Sure. That's fine here.
We can do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
We'll leave it here.
Oh,
I just told this.
Oh my
Yeah, I was
god.
saying, I listened to this first part because oh my goodness, I'm trying to ask questions, trying to do the level TV, and then boom, everyone's dead. Don't know what happened. Died
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
one
say,
of us.
like, I mean, part of it was just is the amount of resources you have to put towards looking at Aiden and keeping the Tracer in check means that you're not keeping everybody else in check, and more importantly, it's resources that Reprieve has. We saw Creon be able to whip shot Bubba Wyatt with the Nano, and that completely stuffed their last chance attack, just to try and get usage out of that. And so the Reprieve Nano is much better in last fight of the previous round, and now, I mean, they just get run over, and you're staring down the barrel of 5 minutes on Blizzard World second.
Ooh. And then you're coming out. So see, Maze comes in with a quick engage, trying to take this high ground as much as they can. Reprieve does have an Ana ult on the side on their side, and a Primal coming through, so they can't see that they come through. Sound has an incredible pulse bomb on Creon, opening this fight up for Mothmania. Bubble Wyatt going extremely low, no Primal online, so see if he can sustain this, but he can't. Maze also goes down, so Winston trade on both sides. They do have that Nano to try to maybe stabilize if they want. Sound trying to win this Tracer duel does force Aiden out, but Aiden will have that pulse bomb online. Nano coming online for Mothmania. And it looks like Reprieve just has to reset, but they will have 3 to 4, almost coming up on 5 ults to come into this fight with.
Yeah, with 4.5 minutes to go, it's just like, you gotta use his Nano in this rally really well. I would use the rally for a incoming Primal from Bubba, and then there's like you said, there's a Nano coming in onto Mace. Mace is gonna be coming in, has a Primal in the back pocket, so he's gonna go straight in, goes for big sleep on the Primal. However, you are no longer with your Brig, you are dead.
Taking him on a free tour along Blizzard World Tectonic. Maze doing absolute diabolical things on the Winston. Gets a quick 3K. And it looks like it just might be a map win for Reprieve. They just dominated on this Blizzard World. I mean, Mothmania didn't even use a bunch of their ults.
Yeah, no, I mean,
press Q.
Yeah, we started looking at them, and they got scared, and just got run over.
And, you guys want to go back to Log Racers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we go, Log Racers and see this Hollywood game?
Yeah, it looks like Aurora Requiem. Aurora is capping
second point
first
on Esperanza.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have 7.5 minutes, so I'm pretty confident that map will go for a little bit longer and might actually outpace this one. So there's a minute left, ladies and gentlemen, and we're finally getting to the third point. We just used the Dragon Blade, and it looks like the bear is still holding strong on this defense. On this attack.
It's Vol versus Genji. Can he get out?
No, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. We gotta get out. You gotta
dip.
We're
not out. Oh.
we had to dip.
Well, Tybear does manage to hold on to that point. They are gonna need it really bad. They did get a full cap onto Hollywood with no time, or I think full cap, with no time left. So Log Racer is coming into this fight with an Ana, but they do have to go into 3, almost 4 ultimates from the side of Tybear. They're gonna want to go quick, especially with this ball. Nano does come out. He will find coolies almost instantaneously. Con going down as well. So 4 lives for Tybear going down, but they do trade out their Ana. Blade coming out from the side of Tybear, trying to find equal picks. Looks like they will equalize the fight. So 3v3 coming in. This Blade is still alive. Almost gets Security 1 HP, trying to finish his kill, but it looks like Dark Buddies will be traded by Hyper Knight. So it looks like Tybear's is down to still an equal fight 2v2. Hyper Knight finding the kill onto Koi, just the ball left for Tybear. He does have those mines trying to stall these. Charles said, with a 10-second time bank remaining, they do have mines to try to get the stall to keep this attack going.
Oh, and he will. Big nade comes in. The mines are so good because everyone's here. Double support
coming in.
Ooh, Kiri Brig is interesting. No Brig though.
He probably did it for
it was just a panic swap just to get back to the point quicker. Because Coolies, I think, used Nano and like during the travel time to get the self heal. I think died during that.
They got the.
I don't know if they flipped. Ooh, that's bad.
Oh my lord.
Well, that continues for a little bit longer.
does
I don't actually know the perk count, so it might be possible that they don't have that perk yet. We're just kind of using it in panic. The nano heal, like nano.
Oh, yes.
Nanos you. Because it's still first point, but 4 minutes in, it's possible.
Yeah.
Like that's just the timing of the death. That's what I thought.
Yeah, this is a really interesting. Yeah, Hibernite. Oh Jesus. Genji going extremely low. They're trying to find the kill on the Hibernite tank on. Great opening for Tybear to try to close the defense, but it looks like they're getting a little overzealous. Dark Buddy's going extremely low, coming down, but his supports were able to heal him up. They do have a Pulse and a Pulse almost, both almost support ults. They're coming up on almost 5 ults to the side of Logress. They're trying to hold this defense as well as they can. It looks like Khan is extremely low. Just a break in the backline. What is...
Whoa, getting a little too active there, and then the pulse bomb on Khan, who didn't even know is behind him. Couldn't even back up. There was a rail right in his way. We have Gilgamesh gonna be on the point, just literally just. Bro is chilling, and does he get the kill here, please? Oh my goodness.
Trade's coming out, trying to hold this defense as well as they can for Tybear. He does have the mines online, and they will have a Curie up, but the Curie is dead. So they will have both support ults coming up for the side of Tybear coming out, as long as a Genji Blade, but they are going to have to go into this attack Nano Boost along with the Genji Blade. So you're looking at a Nano Blade. Under a minute left to go, I mean, this Nano Blade has to be huge, because they are going to have a rally to respond with it.
Minute, there's a Ray expended. We have the minefield for that overtime that's gonna be coming down really quickly. 45 seconds on the clock here. It's just Harvest on the point, trying to just kind of move as long as possible. That was the fastest dash melee I've ever seen in my life. By the way, didn't even see him do anything. Then we had the Dragon Blade coming in. No anything needed for it. I mean, just kind of get a nice clean 3K alongside the help of Gilgamesh. And we're gonna continue this, continue to have a reset happen for Log Racers, and they still have this Nano Blade in the back pocket.
I mean, Gilgamesh is doing crazy stuff on this ball. I mean, you didn't even need the Nano, so that's... And you didn't even... wrong side. You didn't even, I mean, just a quick blade to just finish that up, but I mean, you are looking into 4 ults with the side of Log Races, and all you have is Kasune Rush to match with. So they have a huge ult advantage going into this last fight. Tracer in the backline, trying to sustain that as long as they can. They do have the Nano. Last Nano. So they're going to look for the Nano Blade. I know he's itching for it. It's coming. Here it comes. Nano Blade coming out. We'll find the kill on the Dark Buddy's Ape. Apple does go down on the side of Log Races, so you do lose 1. This Nano Blade has to find at least 2. It does find 2. Third coming out from to find the kill on Car from Harvest. So they will get the fights here, but you use 3 ults. All you have is a Pulse left. But Koi did use Pulse on the side of Tybear, so you have a slight ult advantage along with that Primal coming up. Overtime is clicking. It's ticking. I mean, this Primal and this Pulse have to be huge. You have to look for a pick early, especially onto that brick, because he has no Brig ult to come in. Ball sliding in, trying to force it. He gets messed up because he just slammed it to his backside. Forcing this carry, no TP.
Oh no! There goes Khan. There's a pulse bomb. We're spinning to win. Not pay to win. We're spinning to win on these parts. We have the Primal also being expended here. The mines are here, and we get the shields. We get them cast in the nick of time by half of them got immediately destroyed. Koi goes over to the Venture for a last minute contest, and we're definitely spinning and digging to win here as we wait for our supports to come back, that being the Brigida. Khan has nothing though. He's only 50% to a rally Dark, but he's also only 64 to his own Dragon Blade. So the sustain is very much in favor of Log Racers as this overtime counter continues to stay completely full here. Koi tries his best, tried their absolute best to continue the fight, but I'm saying it is, but you can only do it for so long, you know. They're still contesting, by the way. Oh, there we go.
I mean, the point capped at that point. They just like they just are burning some, just trying to die. And
Koi over to the Freya. He drops the Tracer with the ball. I mean, you would think, especially with the ball, you would want to go like completely hard into their backline and just go full fast tempo, but he does offer the Freya maybe a little more poke onto this Winston, try to force Hyper Knight, because as we've seen, Hyper Knight has been getting pretty low, even with the Genji Tracer damage line, or DPS line. So for the side of Log Racers, you are going to have coming online very soon along with the Tsune Rush. So we'll see what they can do with this attack. Just under a minute, they got to make this quick and efficient. They are walking into a Blade and Mines from the side of Tybear.
Yeah, I don't actually know how much I like dislike swapping over to the Freya in general, but I think you have to. It all should be coming when you swap off of Balls. I don't think Balls is good on this particular part of Hollywood.
No one's
But
pushing the card.
I think you have to use the mines first, and then you swap both at the same time.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I think also, I don't mind the Frey either, just because you have that nice long sight line, but I think Quick Relays is just better to kind of contest Harvest whenever possible and make sure Harvest is not getting much value onto my Ana or my Brigida. However, this card is, once again, going to be going back into overtime with 10 seconds to spare. There's the Strike cooldown into a sleep also, allowing Awesome to get a crazy blade off at the same time in this little itty-bitty corridor. Finds Khan right at the end of his lifespan, but now there's a lot of red and blues in this kill feed. A lot of trade-offs. Awesome does not get out of there scot-free, so it's just a matter of who will take it over. It looks like the mines are going to be enough for the Bear to take this 1-to-1 and go, oh, that's GG's.
How many?
Whoa, where was I? Where was I?
Oh, no, that was just, HUD was,
okay.
HUD's reversed.
Wait, so
HUD trolled me the whole time?
Right? So this isn't a 2-1, this isn't a 2-0, is it? Or am I stupid?
It is 2-0. They said GG. It's 2-0.
So the HUD was reversed, okay.
The HUD trolled.
Yeah.
Alright, production. I don't like this. Production's I'm a little upset.
Prod might hate me.
Great play from the both sides of both games, or both teams.
A quick OT in Esperanza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go Esper. We in overtime, Esper. Oh, we in overtime. Hold on.
Oh, and it's very close. It's very close.
Oh, but it's over. Looks like Aurora.
Oh, it is over.
It was close, and now it's over.
I believe it's Aurora taking it. Yeah, Aurora taking it 2-1 against Requiem. I thought the game would go a little bit longer than Hollywood, but Hollywood
was really long.
Yeah, but we have the Bear and Long Racers over there though. Wait, no, on Esperanza? Wait, what happened here? They were wrong. Wait, what's happening?
So what? No, it was Aurora because Darz is on Aurora.
Yeah, no, Aurora's good. I mean, whatever actually shows up, whatever shows up is the correct team name. We are good.
We are right. Okay, just making sure.
Managing a bunch of streams, it's hard for Prod. I respect it.
Yeah,
it happens. And now we see
Mothmania and Reprieve.
Yeah, back to this. This is our last game for this hour block. So.
Queen comp versus Orisa. This is going to be very difficult for Bubba to maintain because Orisa has constant pressure, especially with the spear and that spin. So coming up on a Queen ult very soon. They are going to be coming up on some DPS ults as well from the side of Reprieve, rotating around this backside. Sound getting caught out very easily, looking to try, but it looks like they might ignore it. He's coming down to 30 HP. He gets ignored, but Bubba and Tectonic find the DPS line of Reprieve. Apparently, Sound is invisible, but Sound does finally fall. And the support line for the side of Mothmania does fall. They had a 2 advantage, so it is even. Bubba finding the side of Mahir, so it's just that Orisa left, and he will decide to get it. He decides to fight on. It looks like the side point flip for Mothmania, and they will eject it.
The point just got capped, so we're moving on to next point.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the next one. I don't remember the names of them.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. Where are we going? This is Junkyard.
Junkyard?
I'm going to Junkyard.
Mace going extremely low. He has to be very careful. He does have Fortified to sustain him. Wall coming out. Queen ult coming out from the side of Mothmania. He does find Aiden very fast. Big Queen ult. Does find 2. Farir also cleaning up Mace, but he will fall to Mahir. So a Lucio trade on the side of him. Mahir will also go down. Hopefully, maybe someday this week or month or next year. But he does manage to get out. And Mothmania will take a quick little fight win on Junkyard.
Mahir getting out of that is criminal, I will say. It was literally a sliver of HP.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Couldn't even get killed
But
off.
if you're seeing this, aim faster.
Just aim faster, bro. Mind you, me could never. I'll do the exact same. We're seeing the Consider Rush be expended here alongside the Overclock from Tectonic, so that's going to force out the rally. We're getting real active. Oh, we got big screen now. We're getting real active out here on the side of Junkyard and coming back in with the over. Oh. There's too much going on, guys. It's a lot of colors. I gotta see the skill feed. Who's more blue? We see a lot of blue coming in for Aiden with this Dragon Blade.
Aiden will find the kill
the blizzard to go as well.
Yeah. It looks like Reprieve will finally get the point flip. 54% though for Mothmania, so a pretty healthy time bank. You still have Blade to work with, and you're gonna be, but you do use both the support alts, but Reprieve does as well. So a pretty even train out. You're looking at a Blade for the side of Mothmania and a Blizzard alt, which is very deadly in my opinion, to this Mothmania little lineup. If you hit one good wall onto this, especially with the chokehold right here, very tight, they around. Otherwise, that Blizzard is gonna do some massive damage.
Absolutely. This Blade has to kind of be huge in trying to create the pressure and force that Blizzard in an opportune spot. You get one, you get Creon, you get two bonus supports, and I think that should be the tide turner here.
Down finding an incredible use with that Blade. They do use the Blizzard from Foliage, but he finds nothing. So a quick little flip for the side of Mothmania. I mean, Reprieve, good 69, funny, 69% for Reprieve, but you lose that Blizzard, and now you're coming in with borderline nothing, and Mothmania is going to have that Queen ult and Sojolt to fight mid-fight with this ult.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just hard to even get the touch here, not to mention actually like have a competitive, reasonable fight. But we see Tectonic dropping really low, Fairy dropping really low. Everyone able to stay alive, but Tectonic then immediately falls to an icicle to the head as soon as I say it. Caster Curse.
Foliage finding two
hard. Ooh, and now we're okay. 99. We're gonna look for 99.99 here potentially.
Okay, I'm back.
What's up?
I had to double check that they didn't have fill, but we're all good. Mainstream has a fill. Oh, Bubba. Okay, I see. Mothmania is dead. Got it.
Yeah, they're trying to reset, and I mean, Reprieve has a bunch of ults either in the bank or about like coming up halfway through this fight. Everyone's about 60 or so.
Okay.
Mothmania still has this Rampage. They do have the Rampage. They'll have that Kitsune Rush and the Overclock. So they'll be good for next point as we even things up 1-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
you're looking into this next point of Junker City. I mean, Mothmania taking point control pretty early before this point flip unlocks. They will have it is 1-1. Nini goes down immediately to Aiden. This is a crazy first pick. Great opener. Looking to get aggressive very fast. Coming out. Sound does find Creon very quickly. They do have some ults to work with. Tectonic going extremely low, but he is OC. He's walking into... Oh my god.
Whoa! Might be the flick of all time.
That might be the shot of the year.
That might be the flick of all time.
That was an amazing shot by Tectonic. Finding the little angle slash flick of his career to kill Aiden with... I'm pretty sure he had like, what, 15 HP?
Yeah, no, literally was at was at 1 when he popped the overclock in general, and then just kind of scared Reprieve off of that little mini hallway and forced them back. I mean, getting the pick onto Creon also was not what Reprieve needed, but now they can re-engage with this Terra Surge, with this Dragon Blade, with this Blizzard, whichever one they want to use first, right? So as they go on off angle, going for the jump of all time, you can do that. They're going in with the Terra Surge. Everyone's in there, but no one dies. Huge sound barrier coming in from Fairy to keep everyone alive.
Foliage will fall though to the hands of Bubba Wyatt. Tectonic finding Mahir as well. Blade coming up from the side of Aiden to try to see if he can stabilize this. Will find one. Tectonic also goes down to Maze, equalizing the fight. Maze will go down. Multiple people low for the side of Mothmania. See if we can clean this up. Creon does fall as well though. They might be all for lost cause as Mothmania manages to hold on with an incredible Blade and cleanup from Fairy and Sound. I mean, they found 2 picks to equalize that after instantly losing 2 of their players. And Bubba, I'm pretty sure, was at...
Yeah, Bubba was low, Mini was really low. It's just real difficult to kind of keep things going there. And, I mean, just Aiden getting the picks with that Blade and then being able to just still survive it just barely is really critical as we now move to could be last point of the match.
Finishing it off on Refinery of all places. Dragon Blade in hand for Sound to finish this strong Reprieve, going over to the Doomfist composition here alongside the Freya from Foliage. Here is, of course, the Dragon Blade I was talking about earlier. Going to be, of course, negated by that Sound barrier. And we lose Tectonic at the exact same time. So Sound, unfortunately, going to be the only one to do a lot of that frontline DPS damage and have to back out almost immediately. Bubba going to be last, also the second one to go down. And just like that, everyone just kind of falters on... Yeah, they're on Doomfist. They're on Doomfist and it's working. Mace gets 3 kills.
Oh, no. That is incredible. A great swap. Personally, I think the Doom might be a fun play into this Queen. Disrupt that movement, disrupt her from kind of walking your backline. As well with the swap on the Fray to kind of get that poke damage into him as well if you play the angles right. Bubba White is going to be coming up with this Queen. He's looking to play aggressive, try to find some sort of opening, maybe forces, because the last thing you want to do is charge this Doomfist. So it's going to be a lot of poke walking into, but see if he can find anything. Punch coming out, does manage to find Bubba, but he does fall low. The swing coming out as well, trying to find this. He does have this this Carnage looking out, trying to find something. Creon and Aiden do go down, but Fairy falls to a Mace punch. These punches are going to be pretty deadly. Foliage also falls. So Doom coming in, trying to find some kills. Sound does find 2 more, so it's just Maze on the side of Reprieve. And Tectonic will clean up. He does swap over to that Cassidy, and they will be able to flip this point.
Yeah, see, the Cassidy swap is kind of like that, like trying to really focus down and shut down the Doom, and everybody else for Reprieve was basically playing separate until Creon came in, and then immediately got blasted in the face by a shotgun, and turned the straight for Mothmania. So I think it's just
no, go on.
I think it's just difficult for Mace to get the proper support needed to actually make this Doomfist useful, other than that first fight where it was kind of a surprise.
Aiden will find Tectonic. But Aiden does fall. Mace will also fall as well. Beat coming out from the side of Mothmania to try to stabilize themselves and find these kills. They will be able to clean this up. It might be a little bit of an investment, but we are coming into the last final ticks, trying to get these staggers to try to drain these players on the side of Reprieve to try to make this last fight. But Reprieve, if they can get back fast enough, they're going to be walking in with 3 ults, while Mothmania is going to have 2, almost 3 coming back in. You will have the Kusine rush to match, but no support ults on the side of Mothmania, so maybe try to open a little more stable. But that Carnage is going to be deadly if hit correctly. He does use it early. Cleanse comes out. I don't know. It does cleanse every, but Foliage will also fall. Tectonic will find 1, and Sam will find 1 with the blade. Tectonic will clean 8 up in his blade. Punch coming out from Maze, but it looks like Mothmania will be able to clean this up and take New Junk City.
Yeah, and that'll be the match. Mothmania 2-1 over Reprieve. Mothmania going 2-0 in this first week.
Very nicely done too. Really good game. I can't lie. That was fantastic.
That was good. That was
Great showing from both teams. I mean, I personally think Bubba White on the Queen was definitely really strong. Definitely able to take a lot of these characters. Maze did look good. Maze did look good on the Doom, but again, I mean, that Doom comp is so hard to sustain, especially against a very, very sustainable comp with Queen and Cass and all that. I mean, especially with Cass being such a better shot into some of those characters, that it's just so hard to actually find a full, complete hit.
We have new matches, everyone.
Frogs on Fire versus Morrows. Okay, now
we got Frogs on Fire versus Marin Marlows. We have Campfire Song, the CMP FIRE one, and Chungus Fungus. Okay, these are the names of all time, I think.
The other match will be going to Reprieve still versus BMS, which is Blind Music Society. So,
okay. Blind
Music what?
Blind Music Society.
It's a old League Zero brand, and we just kind of fudged. We made a new logo for it, but it's the same name. But it's an old brand. So, anyways, here's this one. Woo!
Woo! Here's Ilios. Oh my goodness. We have Ilios coming up. We have Marin Marlows. I want to say call them Marshmallows. Okay, Marin Marlows versus the Frogs on Fire. This is going to be a hot one, I think. We have Toasty Toast. Not just Toast, but Toasty Toast.
On the Zarya player on the 2025 in the Winston character.
Wait, this is the Zarya player?
Yeah, this is the team that beat Spud. What was it? Spud something. I can't remember their name.
Zarya. Oh, we're so bad.
So they are currently 1-0. Toasty and Cool Guy are definitely to look at. But I mean, if I'm on the side of Maramella Frogs, I'm definitely looking at Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been a complete menace in past BPL and SBCS and Sunni League. He's been a great player overall. So definitely one to watch on those.
Absolutely, and they're trying to find a cage right now. You see Toast and Anstein trying their best to duke it out with one another. Forces most of Marin Marlows out of the fray. They have their supports on the high ground, which does start to dive off very strongly. Walkability super low, has to back out, and of course Suzu does get extended by Luca onto Cool Guy. And like I said, we're looking at Cool Guy die here to Antstein. Unfortunately, he's kind of getting too pressured out by the Winston, but everyone is already stationed on the point here. So to an extent, I think Frogs on Fire is okay with taking that duel if they can get the point first.
Yeah, Marin Marlows, I mean, Crow finding a kill onto walkability, and definitely Cool Guy going down early, so it looks like we'll be able to stabilize. Toasty trying to live on point, trying to force this Winston off. They are finding kills off to the side of Marmello. That Summer player, Bochi, going down for the side of Marmello and with Anstein. So it looks like Frogs on Fire is going to clean this up. Wi-Fi getting a great trade onto but he will fall, and so will Yup. So it looks like Frogs on Fire are going to be coming up close, holding on to that point percentage. So 24 and ticking, but definitely a couple ults coming up on the side of Maramellas. You have Bob coming up probably mid-fight, definitely. Probably looking at a couple ults along with a support line ults on the side of Frogs on Fire.
Yeah, for sure. And you're going to see Toast on this high ground trying to wait for these supports to set up and try to interrupt the rotation. Not going to happen, however, as, you know, of course, really good peel from Anstein. Make sure that, you know, Toast is away from his supports. Now, the fight is definitely still ongoing. So this high ground, we're going to be starting things off with the Sound Bear. This is going to be helping sustain this fight longer and allow everyone to kind of look at Anstein and kill them immediately, which is exactly what happened. And everyone on the side of Malos here should, I did, kind of fall right after another Wi-Fi goes off, resets quickly, and there should be a quick reset for Malos as Frogs on Fire still has now built up three really imperative ultimates coming up on the buff as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was great play from a great aggressive. I mean, usually you see Lucio's use sound barrier defensively, but that was a great aggressive sound barrier to kind of get in there, force that pick onto Anstein, and that's your Winston dead, and Bochi going down quick. Looks like Cool Guy will find that quick, but he will. Pulse Bomb coming, no Pulse Bombs yet. Pulse Bomb coming out from the side of find nothing. Bog coming out along with Nano coming on the side of was Primal as well, Toasty. Luca will go down, and it's a big room with a big loud Winston trying to mess up this Maramello's backline. He will. This Ana is sustaining his life, but the Nano will come through. Looks like Star Potatoes might find Toasty really quickly, maybe quickly trade. Both Winstons going down, along with the Ash going down on the side. It's a pretty even fight. Bob able to sustain that. Will find Bochi a crazy pick, Wi-Fi 1 HP, and it looks like Frogs will be able to clean this up without even having to use even that Kitsune rush. Primal coming in really fast. Kitsune rush finally be useless. Primal just being used to sustain. They will have Bochi Pulse coming back from the side. Seeing they can maybe trying to find a kill, sustain. Walkability really low. All of Maramello's players. Crow finding a 2K, trying to hold on to this point as much as he can. No touch coming from the side of Maramello's, and it looks like Frogs on Fire will definitely have a solid fight on this first round of Ilios on Lighthouse.
That was just very perfectly played, I have to say. Frogs on Fire just had they went first every single time. They knew when and how they wanted to engage. They just understood the assignment very, very well. Now, I low-key am looking at this Campfire Song match in Chungus Fungus, where they're on Ilios. It looks like it's going very much back and forth, 32% to 48%. I see Lifeweaver, I see a tree. Wait, hold on, pause, rewind. We have Lifeweaver, we have Lucio.
Get us in this game, someone pick him.
Knock, I'm knocking on your door. I need the Chungus game now, immediately. Lifeweaver.
Like Leon on the Lifeweaver, he coming in, trying to find a kill onto this Lifeweaver. He will slide in, trying to clean up this Lifeweaver. Cleanse coming out, trying to back up. He might trade himself out. Coming to 12 HP, somehow doesn't die to the virus, which is absolutely incredible. 48% on the side of Chungus, but Campfire Song holding this at 62 and ticking. Sojourn will go down, but Freya will get traded on the side of Chungus.
They swapped off the Lifeweaver. Why would they ever do that?
I just got back. I heard Lifeweaver, and then I look at the screen, and it's Moira.
It was Lifeweaver, dude.
I swear, I'm not scared. I'm not hallucinating right now.
I know it. You're right. I know it's true. I saw
Lifeweaver. I was so excited. Listen, I want Lifeweaver to actually be viable.
I'm a Lifeweaver enthusiast.
I am a Lifeweaver enthusiast. Very, very calm enthusiast.
You know how many flame casts?
You see why they're losing? You see why they're losing? Because they swap off Lifeweaver. I'm telling you, that's a strat. That's literally the strat.
Campfire looks like, 5%. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be able to get a touch. I think it might be just a full take for Campfire on this first round of downtown on Busan.
Because Chungus switched off. Oh, it's okay. I'm going back to the actual game at hand with real characters. I see Junker Queen on Cage, on Ilios, of all things. There's a Reaper. Gets pulled in. Where are you going? How? Gets joined and slammed into the ground. That's crazy. I love the Queen comp, by the way. Especially on on
Rushier,
on Lighthouse. I like it.
Yeah. What? Lighthouse? Sir,
yes.
This is well.
Oh. Well, there's a lighthouse right there. Not too much.
Okay. Not too much.
I like it on well.
Not too much, but Frogs on Fire will be able to keep it control. Maramello's getting a quick 41%. Wi-Fi on the Soldier. Yup. We'll fall very quickly. The cool guys. They keep this up, but they will throw a beat on for Frogs on Fire, trying to get as aggressive as possible. Death Blossom coming in from the side of Bochi for finding 3. So a quick little turnaround, but he does get traded a ability. Both sides. A really scrappy beat coming out from the side of Frogs on Fire, trying to stabilize this, along with a Visor coming out from the side of Maramello's. Wi-Fi doing his best to try to sustain this, but a Frog on Fire with the incredible disengage but they will give up the point to Maramellos. Definitely live to fight another day. High Noon coming in. Anstein will fall quick. Deadeye coming in from the side of Cool Guy, just trying to live on point. Back there, Wi-Fi and trying to take an off angle, trying to disrupt as much as they can into this Queen comp, because again, you want to try to separate angles with this Soldier. Soldier is known for shooting you twice and then running away. So trying to isolate as many angles as they can with this Soldier, but sometimes it might not work out, especially with this quick Queen comp along with the cast to disrupt that. So it looks like they're looking for an aggressive Queen Ult coming in, hits 3 people on the side of Maramellos. Bochi will go down. Einstein is antied as well. Will be forced. Queen coming in as well. So pick for the side of Frogs on Fire, trying to sustain this and keep this point progression ticking as much as they can. Primal coming out, trying to find as much value as they can. Kitsune rushes. Blade coming up for the side of Star Potato, a little flank blade. Will find walkability, but Crow does fall on the side of Frogs on Fire. Wi-Fi will also go down. So a quick 2-2 trade. Einstein will fall, but it looks like Frogs on Fire are going to come out on top. A crazy little flank blade from the side of Frogs on Fire. Star Potato showing why he is a force to be reckoned with.
I have to say, the rampage from Toasty Toast there was very, very good. It was very well paced. They called out Marin when they didn't have any sort of response to it. No Suzu, no Sunbear as well as right. And then they just kind of fell into using the blade later. Then they used the Continue Rush later. Just kind of made that fight last 10 years longer. It forces Ant to go over to the Ramatra here. And now there's finally Yuppie Yup Sunbear coming through as well, just to help maybe even recap this point away from Frogs on Fire, gives it over to Marin Malos. 65%, so it's going to be coming down to the wire very quickly, but there's another Deadeye ready to be expended. Roll Ray has been used, and so it has to fan the hammer. So all you gotta do is walk in with no Wi-Fi, and boom, we are going to be seeing a huge Deadeye here. There's one, not two. That's going to be enough to secure the recap for Frogs on Fire.
Yeah, no Wi-Fi, no problem. Who needs a router anyway? That was a crazy Deadeye from the side of Cool Guys and Frogs on Fire, showing this DPS line on the side of Frogs Fire, really coming out on top. And it looks like they'll be able to take this point no touch, even with the side of swap of Sombra on Wi-Fi. But it looks like Frogs on Fire are going to show a pretty dominant taking for Ilios.
I had to agree, and the comps they played weren't really like, of course, on actual Lighthouse, on Lighthouse Real. They did play Winston. That's like kind of like what you want to play on Lighthouse with all the high grounds you have. With that's okay, that's just the ban phase. That's a lot of characters to be banning. But they used Queen on Well of all things. We don't really see Ava often. If anything, you'll see like Diva being used a little bit more on Well. You'll see even Hazard. I was gonna say Roadhog, and I was like, you know what? I'm not toxic.
I'm a
Maybe
Roadhog
even
gamer.
Hazard.
I'm a Roadhog gamer.
I'm not gonna say anything to you. I'm a
I
good
like to see
person.
a little piggy. I like to see a little piggy.
I'm not gonna say anything to you. But
So
you
back
know
to
what you know what you are.
All right,
You
so
know what you are.
we know that Liam needs to just get off Moira and go straight back to life. We can
Yes!
agree on this.
Yes! I've been saying this. A lot of them is trolling. Go back to Life Weaver. Real pick. 99% to 46%. 1-0 so far on, at least on Ilios. We are on his mecha base. It's very good for its brawl, but you're on a Doomfist. You're on a, oh wait, we're winning. Hold on. Otter's popping off on the Kiriko. My bad.
So, yes, we're going to see Doomfists on both sides of this game. Personally, I was on Bounty Bash with Sinex, and his Doomfist is a force to be reckoned with. He is easily one of the best Doomfists that I met, but Hyun, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to put any trash on his name, but I don't know how he plays. So we'll see if he can match it to Sinex's Doomfist. It looks like it might be a struggle off the rip, but you are looking at double hit scan Doom. A very odd composition, especially with that Pokey Freya, but High Noon coming out from the side of Campfire Song kill. Barely avoids that Deadeye Mafia. A quick little pick, a quick little slide. Sinex does go down, but it looks like Doom trades might come out on both sides. Easy Doom trades. It looks like Kitsune Rush as well from the side of Chungus Fugga. Visor as well, trying to find, along with the Kitsune Rush, to boost that damage, trying to find some sort of capability. Otter's going extremely one. A whiff on the Helix Fire. Maybe trying to find a quick pick on a Mafia. Both DPS sides going down. So a quick trade on both sides. Sinex is trying to do his best to kill this Kiri and live. Another trade onto Otters. So it looks like Campfire Song has the best going into this. A huge punch onto Pinkolix to try to force this High Noon to get canceled. It does, but Hyun trying to do his best to live as much as he can. But the sustain and damage from the respawns coming back for Campfire too strong, and it looks like they'll be able to take Busan no problem 2-0.
Yeah.
There was a moment. Yeah, go on, Salsa.
No, you're good.
Honestly, there was a moment where I watched Otters fully take on a Visor and tries to like walk in front of it, uses Suzu and goes behind. I was like, you're brave for that, because you should have absolutely died way earlier in that case. But otherwise, we're gonna be moving on from that Ilios game, going over to Nepal. Actually, we're gonna have Reprieve back on deck here. We have Blind Music Society coming in with the ball comp, which we've been seeing a little bit more often here on the stream. Yeah.
I mean, when you're looking at this comps, to both looking at each other, you know, obviously ball comp wants to go fast, surround with angles, and with the Torb Sojourn ramp, you really want to bunker. So, you know, and seeing this too, so you find a pick on the foliage, but Josh and a potato goes down. Chisakina, oh, this is perfect. Oh my god, I've been wanting to cast Chisakina for so long. Oh, this is perfect. He's actually, side note for anybody that doesn't know on the stream, Chisakina is my org manager. So,
oh, really?
now that I get to publicly defame him, this is going to be perfect.
Not gonna talk my shit.
I'm not gonna talk my shit, but anyway.
That's so funny.
So coming on from the side of Reprieve, Annihilation is gonna come out a little aggressive, try to force them back. Might be a little overzealous. Immortality coming out as well, try to sustain it, but Munching will go down on the side of Reprieve. So you maybe force to back this and kind of when you're walking into a sound barriers. Offensive ults, you're looking at 3 ults on the side of Reprieve. You lose that Lucio, but I mean, will you try to? Are you too worried about with this window and this Soj and Torball? Maybe not. So ball coming out, he might get shredded. 19 HP. I mean, that window is incredibly strong. Looking for the bunker, trying to keep your Torb and everything alive. Trying to just surround with angles and do as much as you can. Minky will fall. Sound barrier is still on the side of blind, ready to be used, but Genji going extremely low. The sound barrier does come out. Chisakina finding Munching, surprisingly. Potato finding foliage, trying to clean this up for Blind Music Society, trying to find as many as they can, trying to get the point flip. 94 and counting, trying to clean this up, get this point percentage off and flip this as fast as possible to get out of the hole that dug themselves in.
I love her mantra.
Yeah, we love her mantra.
I love her mantra, the character who can just block and get 29% damage reduction and gets 99%. That is hilarious. I was gonna say, Mahir kind of got a little bit too tunnel vision on trying to finish off Chisakina, and Soundberry came in, Chisakina was one, became suddenly like fully health, and then Mahir was so far from us and team just simply couldn't help out his Armatra there. But I think they'll take that trade off any day of the week, especially because now they have the overclock, they have the Moon Core, they're gonna have Soundberry as well for a quick re-engage if they want to. But now this barrage is right in front of my face. Josh gets a huge pick, try to get a huge pick on some foliage, just get helped out by Chisakina, but unfortunately was not going to be enough. And we used the sound barrier too.
Point flip.
That's really unfortunate.
That's huge for the side that's huge for the side of Reprieve to stop this pressure where they can. Potato will go down from the side of Minky, but he will get traded. But both supports down for the side of Blind. You have to clean this ramp up as quick as possible and get this point flip back. And if you're Blind Music Society, right, your goal in this competition is to go fast and not let them get set up. The moment that Reprieve gets set up, you are going to be in a hell of a bad position. You know, you're looking at Torbalt, Sojal, if they're tracking Ramalt coming up mid-fight, you have mines to stop them if they do get on point, but you're looking at a Genji Blade Cole, so maybe you look to try to go quick with a Genji Blade, try to force some ults out on the side of Reprieve, maybe with just Genji Blade and maybe Cole, try to find a quick pick before they can get set up. And looks like that's what we're going to try to do. Mines coming out from the side of Blind Music Society. They will find Mahir along with Torbalt responded with will find nothing for the time being. He is 1 HP, but they will surround him and find him. Music Addict very low. Will get diffed by Munching. Ramol coming out from the side of Reprieve, but they will respond with Blade. Chisakina will find the Genji. Will find almost Sojourn. He is 1 HP, but they will hold on and force some Ramels. I mean, they just deprived Reprieve of 3 very strong ultimates. They did use everything, but I mean they're beating them in the beat. The only thing that they're gonna have maybe is a window mid fight, but both sides coming in completely dry.
Yeah, but I think the beat halfway through the fight could be is gonna be the difference maker. Does the Lucio hide and not die? If that happens, you win. Well, that's a good start.
Yo, your org manager got clipped. That's crazy.
I know he usually does.
He just got clipped.
But
Wait,
his team
this dude is crazy.
But his team is pulling up very quickly. 2 kills onto the side. You have to be very careful. His Doom Punch kills 2. The craziest punch ever. Through the window, trying to clean up this ball as fast as he can to get this point kill. Doesn't care about. Tries to predict it. But Mahir will go down. Maybe this ball. They are coming with some stalls. They have to get a touch in. But Maze will find 2 along with Foliage and clean up this ball. Wow. Easily, that Doom saved that point for Reprieve.
No, I mean that was insane. Just getting that insane punch and that. I mean, because every other scenario, that's Blind Music Society point win.
Wait, there's a Zarya.
Wow. Oh, wait a minute.
The Zarya player is playing Zarya, and there's a Reinhardt as well. I need this. I need this more than air.
Put that match in. That's actually.
I need that. I need that.
Load bearing game. This is a load bearing game.
I need that. I requested it. We're chilling. First of all, Brawl on Eichenwald, doable, yes. Is it better on third? 1,000%, right? So we have the Zarya into the Reinhardt, which is a very classic, just like Ryan does really well into Zarya. Zarya struggles a little bit into that match, especially when you use Grab and there's a big, like, 1200 shield in front of your face that doesn't get broken by anything, and you lose your Lucio. Unfortunate all around for Frogs on Fire.
Yeah.
Toasty does like his Zarya.
I mean, I mean, I think if both teams they're being honorable Rush enthusiasts on second point.
Very honorable, yes. I actually agree with you. I think playing Brawl everywhere is actually the way Overwatch was meant to be played.
So it looks like we're going to come back out. Oh, okay. We're going back to Maramellos. So it looks like we're going to be going onto Eichenwald. Optical Crash onto the Sojourn for Maramellos. Looks like they got the swaps coming in. But Cool Guy with an incredible flank will find an Immortality field. That's incredible. But Wi-Fi will go down on the side of the map. So it looks like the support line for Maramellos is on fire, trying to find these cleanups. Reinhardt trying to survive for as long as he can, but it will not be enough. Frogs on Fire, too strong with the Zarya comp.
I mean, what Ryan's going to struggle with into this comp specifically is just the angles from Cool Guy and Star Potato. Ryan struggles with just out-angling in general, and when you have those, alongside Luca on Kiriko, for example, if they want to go on off angles, that's where where Frogs and Fire is going to find a lot of value. Oh, we commit the window here?
Window?
We commit window? Whoa, wait, we're crazy, and we very captive.
Yeah, and we don't touch the point?
Yeah, and we get a kill on the Crow. That's very unlucky.
That might be my team. That might be my comp game, actually. I was about to. That's my bad, guys. That's my alt account. No worry.
I see. You're really good at playing the game without having any amount of communication, then.
I'm so good at not communicating. I'm also gonna be seeing this insane shatter force the wall, and then there's a dragon blade. Oh my day! This game's not real.
Zarya comp, Zarya comp. Toasty loves his Zarya, and I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with. That's 2 matches so far, especially with Eichenwald. This is a repeat of what we saw against Spud. They are just dominating.
Now you have Grav Bola.
I mean, yeah. You do have grab bullets. Overclock coming out from the side of Maramellos, trying to find a crazy slide headshot onto Luca, trying to do the best that he can, trying to keep this Freya along on the backline. They do know he's there, so they need to clean up as quick as possible. Sliding onto it will kill. Great sustain from the side of Maramellos. A crazy pick, a crazy DPS pick from the side of Maramellos. Optical Crash showing him why it might be a threat on that. So
we dashed to the mini pack. That's tech I didn't know about. You got it. Bro did not want to walk there. That was the tech of all time. Ooh, Grab is online. Guys, we've seen one Grab already. Got blocked by shield. I want them to just kind of burn down the shield first before committing the Grab here. Or at least go behind the Rhine and then kind of like force him to reposition himself into something less favorable for Hagen. But otherwise, we're just taking a really big poke phase, waiting for Cool Guy. Oh, we're making things up. We just made things up.
A fantastic grab slide into this, but they will respond with the Blizzard and the Juno Ray. So big sustain from the side of Frogs on Maramellos. They will be able to clean this up quick. And I mean, if you think about it though, you use 3 ults to 1. That was a grab for a Blizzard Window Juno ult. If you're the size of Frogs on Fire, you're not too mad about losing that fight.
No, I mean, you kind of wish you still had your grab. You could do something with it, but I think now you're fine with just kind of switching over
to the Ram.
Switch over to the Ram and just have that. Now you have that kind of advantage against the Rhine, other than the shadow that's coming up. That's going to be if you could play around that.
Oh, so wall pin, crazy big pick on the Toasty. We'll find this Lucy as well. And Hagen showing why he's a threat on the Reinhardt, dominating performance along with his mate. They really want to bunker this and hold this as much as they can. Show Frogs on Fire that they are not easily messed with.
Absolutely, and now last fight territory. 30 seconds left, and you still hold on to this shatter.
I mean, you're looking at the wire. Yeah, you're looking on Frogs on Freya. I mean, Frogs on Fire. You have that Freya ult and that Genji blade. You have an with into that shatter, but I mean, this shatter has to be perfect. He hits the Ram, trying to burst this down. The boop coming in from Crow, a great boop. Freya all coming in, but the ice block used. That Maze in a really bad spot. Does get punished for it. Beat coming in as well, trying to find the picks onto this backline. A little whip slash, but that's fine. Finds both support ults, both support in their backline. Last one to live is something, trying to hold on for his team, but it won't be enough with this ult combination. I mean, Frogs on Fire with just that incredible ult economy. Now just the desperate spots from Maramellos, just trying to come in and hold this. Wi-Fi will. Frogs on Fire with overtime, you mean, if you're Marmellos, you're not too mad about it. They had about 2.5 minutes going in that fight. You get it to overtime, drain the time bank. Would you like to hold it? Yes, but a decent hold onto Eichenwald.
Yeah, no, just kidding. Like, completing a map on Eichenwald's hard. So just to get to have no time bank, you'll accept that and just have to. It'll be hard, but there's a chance you can even play just for draw or win and not even have to worry about a loss then.
I want to see Chisakina. I want to see the Chisakina Tracer.
Oh,
you want to see Reprieve and Blind Music Society on?
Yeah.
Wait, they're on third round, by the way.
They
That's
won.
massive.
They won. And Maze goes down quick. I mean, this ball comp is finding massive value now that they kind of got the ball rolling, quite literally. Trying to find as much as they can. Potato going down, though, for the side of Music. But Chisakina and Joshin and Yukino all doing their part to try to find and show up for the team when it really matters. I mean, this ball comp into this Ram comp, especially because now they're rocking Venture Tracers on Ashe, but they a little more survivability into fast, pacey dive comp. But I mean, that Ram is gonna have a hard, and this Venture gonna have a into this little comp. All this Tracer's job right now is probably just to mark that ball. They really want to kill him, trying their best just to live. I don't know if they'll be able to survive as long as they can.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
okay,
got and Joshin.
Yeah, just got a little bit too active.
Big boop.
Big boop. 5 big boops. 5 big boops.
Foliage will revenge Maze. Munching will also find a kill on the Potato. But Blind Music Society, again, just stalling this point out as long as they can, trying to keep this percentage. He can also go down and Munch someone in chat. But overall, Reprieve going to flip this point over finally. 50% though for Blind Music. So many colors. Shapes and colors.
So many colors. There's a Malga. Wait, there's a Malga on my screen.
Yeah, watching the Malga, watching that Czar at the Hollywood. He's old.
They're just making things up over there, I think. Thoughts? Like,
what are we? Chisakina looking for this ball. Joshin will go down to foliage. Chisakina really low, trying to find something. They will find Potato as well. Just a quick low stagger. They need to get out and reset. But Maze, again, he got booped again. Mine's coming out as well. Trying to find as much as he can. Maybe trying to find a pick on this Lucio. Venture trying to disrupt this ball as much as he can. He will low. They do have the Tracer or the Venture all coming up. Beat will come out as well. This Venture all's been negated completely, so useless on the side of Reprieve. Trying to find some kills. Sound barrier draining. Yukino still very low, but Mahir will go down for the hands of Chisakina. Chisakina does have that pulse bomb. Munchie again will fall as well, and Foliage was going to get booped off as well, but Potato finding 2. Trying to find as many picks of this Moya, sustain as much as he can. Bomb coming out side of Reprieve. But again, we'll hit the floor once again. Wide swerve from Dexatron. Maze also will fall as well. But it looks like Music will flip this point and hold on to it.
Yeah, Blind's looking really good right now. All they gotta do is just stay up here, wait for everyone to come back and set up correctly. And you can really see all the mess happening with the ball doing a lot of disruption on the rest of the team. And no one's walking really because they're just looking at the ball every single time. So honestly, the comp is working very, very well here. Pulsong goes completely wide onto the Venture, and that forces the Coalescence to also be used here just because.
Yeah, Joshin will fall to the hands of Mace with that annihilation core, with that little form. Munching will also find a kill on to Yukikino, and Music will die as well. Blind Music Society, they just need to reset. Points already flipped over the Reprieve, so you just want to reset and find another day.
Really quick, I also want to mention that Frogs on Fire is doing it, or at least was doing a fantastic job defending for the past 3 minutes or 2 minutes on the right stream. We're on Reaper now, so that really does a lot of numbers onto the Winston Beam, onto Ramantra. Unfortunately, goes straight down for the count. I mean, that's an intense match over here. Whoa, there's too much going on.
Do you know it's another old Emerald comes out? I think.
There's so much.
And there's so much happening. I mean, there's a very calm Hollywood game happening down there. You know, very calm, very chill. And then there's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not about to take second. Definitely calm and chill.
Alpico trying to find as much value as he can with this overclock, but Hagen will find 2, and Bochi will also find 1. Trying to clean up these kills as fast as they can to try to cap this first point with just under a minute, but they will get the flip, and I think they'll cap first on Eichenwald. Finally getting the ball rolling.
Really nice.
Reprieve is at 99.
Yup.
Pretty much.
Oh, no, they're 180.
No touch.
Reprieve.
No,
There's
no
Venture
touchers.
That Venture all came through, and it's a little strong.
The Venture got the power up this month, or in like 2 days. I cannot wait. That was really good. Really good from Reprieve. one up in the series. I mean, it's
It's
versus 2,
punch.
so it's a-okay. I'm gonna head out. You guys hold it down.
All right.
Great casting, you guys. This is my fun.
cat.
I'll happily do it again. Have a wonderful night.
Sounds
Good
good.
night.
Sounds good. See you later.
We're going to Blizzard World next. Okay.
Yeah, Blizzard rolled for that group.
Did he say to DM him if we want to go to a certain mod?
Yeah, you must put it in Be Live. Yeah.
Be live. Okay.
What? Oh, if you want to go certain.
Who am I DMing?
Just at knock. Just say we want to go to probably Campfire Song here. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Since that map,
Yeah, T-Live.
Middle.
Yeah.
Like they're about to hit the end of into Hollywood. Looks like they have like 2 minutes left. I want to say.
Yep.
Nope. They have 60. They have 30 seconds.
I'm looking.
Clean this up real fast. And then we'll go to Maranello's. If he puts it on. Let's see. Maybe
There's a
not. It
Bap-
might be. Yeah, it might be.
What is this game? It's BAP Mercy, and they complete.
That Mercy versus Big
Never.
Juno. The other side is
BAP
Juno,
Mercy.
Lucio.
I've seen
Hughes.
enough. I've seen all I had to see today.
Bap Mercy.
That Bab is definitely playing more DPS than healing for sure. There's no way.
Absolutely. You have
There's
to.
no way that Mercy's flying around and the Bab's just playing DPS. Oh, we got. Well, they finally got second point or second touch. They have what? Does that say 2:45 left?
2:45.
Yeah, so basically 2.5 minutes to basically get to the end.
So
mean-
yeah, Maramello's coming in with. They have Juno all along with Sojourn all coming in. While have the Ram and the Genji. Equal sides on
Yeah.
both. Equal odds on both sides.
Ram,
Definitely can do some
Genji.
damage on both sides. Looking for some poke Bastion as well. Looking for the Bastion form. Trying to find as many
Where's
places.
Blade?
Star Potato going in quick with this blade. Will find the kill on the Wi-Fi, but he
And-
does get traded instantly by Boji.
Ramalt comes out, Juno comes out. Oh, I think it's in favor of Marin Malos. Or
Yeah,
Marin
Crow
Malos.
will fall. Optical crash opening with his OC. Nade comes on, but he does have the back. He might not be able to. Good sustain by Frogs on Fire, but Cool Guy will go down eventually by the hands of Bochi's deflex, throwing it right back at his
that's
face.
huge.
Crow will also fall, but Bochi will get traded out. In Hicken, though, finding the kill onto Luca with the Annihilation form. Wi-Fi also finding a kill on the Tosi. I mean, Maramel is really finding their groove and might.
I mean, yeah, they got
Yeah,
inventory left to just clean point.
Venture
Getting
swing
the
swatch
double.
for Frogs. Yeah.
There's
Cool
one.
Guy falling.
There's two. That's three.
Yep, finding as many. Maramel is just showing a
one
dominant
down.
is trying to kill up these clean, trying to get as much time bank on it as much as they can. Nano coming out. Toasty trying to do his best to just stay for as long as he can, doing as much. He is still alive.
Oh wow!
Somehow he's
wow,
still
it's
alive.
still alive. That's crazy.
Wow.
No
He
support.
will finally
Just-
fall.
just Nano.
The Ram will also fall. They might be able to hold on to it.
They'll flip. Yeah, they're gonna
Hey,
flip point
this is a
here. Yeah,
hold.
they flip point.
They
1 minute
hold.
left. 1 minute left. That's
And now,
yeah,
and now they've
that Nano
guaranteed
saved.
extra rounds.
Yeah, the Nano saved. They still have Blade here though, so Blade will come out. They might use it with Rally.
So yeah,
Other
swaps coming
side,
around.
Beat. They got Beat. That's all I have. I mean, they're close to JQ.
Well,
too.
they'll have the Rampage as well. They'll get that during this fight.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely getting
yeah,
that. Yeah,
swaps
be Rampage,
coming around.
Beat, Blade, Rally.
Versus Rally Blade. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless Juno gets ult here too.
See what they can do here. Bochi looking for a blade. Will look for a deflect. Does fall very low. So he will throw the blade. But Cool Guy getting the better of him, shutting him down even before. And the beat coming as well with Frogs on Fire.
Rally also comes
trying to
out.
clean this up as much as he can. Shut Maramellos down as quick as they can. Optical Crash trying to do as much as he can to shut these guys, to try to fight an opening. 20 seconds left on the clock. You can play this safe and fight it quickly as long as you don't pick. But you are looking, all that Frogs on Fire is going to have going. But you are looking at OC and Orbital. So a clutch play by the DPS and support of Maramellos could open this back up. Looking to get aggressive, trying to see.
I do think the JQ should wait till Orbital comes out to ult. That way.
So he will
down.
throw it out. Wi-Fi
There's
will
one.
fall. Looks
No
like
supports.
both supports. No, Orbital Rajax. I'm pretty sure. Right, did it go through or no?
It did Ajax. Did Ajax? Yeah, no, it did not go through.
Oh
And
no!
a
it's
Orbital,
over.
a Rajax, and he can try to do his best, but it looks like Frogs
And
on
they
Fire gonna hold
hold.
on, and they will win this match. I mean,
Oh,
Frogs on Fire.
oh.
Yeah, wow.
Frogs on
hold
Fire
them.
going 2-0 for
2-0.
BPL. I mean, they've only dropped one map, and but a dominant performance by Frogs on Fire this for today, for day one.
I mean, we've seen like in the very beginning, if y'all were paying attention, they're holding point right for the first like down to what, like the last like minute or two, just flipping point, and at the very end, again, they flip point again at the very end for overtime. So I would say Frogs on Fire here is just better at just locking down on point.
Okay, so 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Oh, okay.
Well, but Heaven gets picked, so I mean, it might end the momentum a little bit for and his Zarya comp, but looks like they're dominating. Pangalex on
Grab comes out.
So Grab comes out along with Window, trying to hold his quick stance. Synex dropping into below half HP. Looks like Shonda will also go down. Finding a pick onto Otter. January equalizes his fight, but he waited out. The rest from Lineham coming onto Otters, so they will be able to stay in this. Catch can't catch is trying to sustain as much as he can along with the backline for and Chungus finally stopping this momentum push for Campfire Song that we just now tuned into. I mean, 5 minutes on the clock, 4.5 ticking. I mean, that's a big advantage going into what, 3 and 21. I mean, they already have Car Park again. They
have Car Park and they've backed up from choke point. Now they got to hold the next choke point. Whole team back. They have High Noon and they have Orbital. I mean, also has Bomb and Artillery.
Yeah, I mean, looking at, so you have Ray for the side of Campfire along with the High Noon. They do pop the Ray and looking for aggressive. Pangalex throwing that Bastion along with Silence will fall, but the Mercy pick for the side of Campfire Song will come through. So equalization, but you do lose your Zarya. Is a lot. Great pick onto Pangalex with the little fan the hammer. Finding the traits really well, hitting shot after shot after shot, trying to keep that BAP up. Have to play a little careful because it's a 2v4.
So
he does have a High Noon to kind of hold this position, holding this to see will they get a touch? Nope, kill on the Diva, and no touch from the side of Chungus Fungus. I mean, an absolute dominant attack from the side of Campfire Song, showing that they are not.
Insane.
I mean, 4 minutes.
No, you gained.
Without a one team push and it's over. One team push on Hollywood is super normal too. Like.
And you think? I mean, do you think the bands have any play into this?
What's the band?
Wait, let me take a look at the bands. Yes. No, I don't think so. I mean, like Ram, maybe, definitely not Lucio.
Yeah, I mean, Synex definitely likes to play with that Doom. I mean, but overall, I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's pretty susceptible that Synex does. I mean, it looks like Campfire Song really likes his Zarya Doom comp. I mean, they like to play a little fast. They like the aggression. I mean, like I said, personally, from my experience, I know Synex is a very good player, and I know Ferguson is as well. So, I mean, it looks like a pretty strong showing. Chungus Fungus, don't know too much about them. I know January, very, very competent on that. So it looks like that we will be opening up again with Bastion Juno, or Bastion Juno BAP. So they do want to bunker down while Synex kind of want to surround with angles, play the long game. But again, maybe into this Orisa comp, that benefits them because Orisa, again, I mean, they don't speed, but you have the Juno speed as well to respond to get out. But you're playing basically your win condition is just to get Synex as much charge as possible and then just run them down.
If I got the Mercy, they're outrunning Juno BAP, which I've never seen that comp either. So I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't think that's a composition.
It's okay. I mean, Juno BAP isn't the worst. But yeah, but they're going to be looking to get Synex as much charge as they can. Synex dropping very low already. Bastion form. January also going really low, trying to hold this position. Looks like Synex is going to be flipping, trying to force this inward and doing as much as they can. They will be able to, unfortunately, the Brig on the side of Campfire fall quick to January. January finding 2 big crazy kills from the side of Chungus Fungus DPS line, trying to isolate this and shut down this Campfire Song, showing them that they're not going to go out easy.
And just like that.
3K as well. Well done for the side of Chungus Fungus DPS line, doing fantastic things to shut down this Campfire Song.
Now we're just gonna see the checking height, and we'll see how fast. Either they, I mean, Campfire easy holding here at choke point, but they're gonna play height, which is correct. Let's see if anyone baits out off cart or if they play as a team.
Yeah, and if I'm Chungus Fungus, right, I want to bunker on this, right? I mean, Synex is going to try to hold, but I mean, you have BAP, Juno, and Bastion. It's going to be very hard for you to really kind of push in it. Synex finding a really quick kill on a January, but will trade his life along with Shondale going crazy aggressive, but it might punish them. Have it also going down to the Otters. I mean, you're kind of just opening the fight for this Chungus Fungus team to get the ball rolling. I mean, you're going into overtime and you're pushing almost halfway to second point.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely gonna get underneath that walkway for sure. They have 3 on card here. They get underneath that past height, and they hold it on them here. Bastion up top. Bat probably might join them up top. I mean, they have height now on you. You just gotta play. You gotta play as a team here and look for your picks when you can. And just like that, Ferguson gets a pick. Not Ferguson. Otters gets a pick on Ferguson.
Yeah, and now you're set up on this high ground, right? You have this BAP window to play with, so you can get aggressive if need be, but you still have a lot of card progress to move. So you want to be very careful with this BAP window. Also, risk ult charging up very soon. You will have that Graviton online very soon. Maybe a little fight fight winner, but it's going to be really hard against this window and this mobility of this backline. They're going to get high grounds. They will pop the window early, try BAP position. They will maintain this jail position, trying to force as much damage as they can. They will find catch very early. They're on a pick. I mean, that's huge, and that's 8% to Nano. That could have been a fight changer. If Otter's going really low, trying to sustain his team, Genji with no deflect, also their Bastion, Immor being used, cast on a flank, but they will be able to evaporate him almost. And the DBS line going
another team kill.
And another team kill.
Yeah. I mean, they all got. I mean, Campfire Song just got stuck in Saloon, and I mean, like, you can't. Window out, you can't peek that, and I mean that Czar Bastion is just going to hold you the other side. Kind of just cornered.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's so brutal just to you have them. Like, Campfire's not only need to have a one spot where they can hold their resources, but they're trying to also actually have a real tangible win condition. Now they have to go for this grab. It is quite big. Doesn't get the reflect, and I think
that's the biggest
anti.
There we go.
That is an incredible anti. Like I said, Graviton's such a strong ultimate along with the Nano boost. I mean, Campfire Song. If you don't eat that grab, it's kind of hard to do anything. So I mean, but still, having a minute on the board, that is a fantastic push. If you are Chungus Fungus, you cannot be angry that you'd be. Quite
I wouldn't. You can't be bad. Yeah, it's a one team fight differential between you moving or you losing. So I mean, you can't.
Question is now this defense. What happened? What caused them to go 5 minutes into third point? Because, I mean, that's a steamroll on first and second.
Yeah, because that's, no team fights one. That means they just incart. So, let's see if Fungus change anything up.
And it looks like, as long as they did a very good job of shutting down Sidex early, forcing him. I mean, they might trade a pick for him, but they trade him. I mean, honestly, though, if I'm me, especially as a DPS player, if I'm getting their Zarya traded for them killing me, I am more than ecstatic. Because Zarya is such a such a threat when high charge.
Oh yeah. I think in any scenario, if the DPS goes down and you get the trade of their tank, I still think it's a 5-man advantage. It's still advantage no matter what.
Yep. So one swap coming out for the Campfire Songs, and they will be opting for the Sojourn over the Genji. So they're looking for a little more poke, especially on these rotations to this Bastion, maybe trying to shut and surround with angles, harder slams into them, especially with Sinex not really being a tank with on the Zarya, but definitely a little more pokey and getting this high charge going out.
We see Kiriko as well, so 2 changes, nothing. Chungus Fungus. We're gonna play close around door or archway.
Yeah, so like I said, Chungus Fungus trying to just hold this little front corridor, not let Sinex get any space, try to limit his charge, try to build up some ultimates, give a lot of time to burn, so it's like you're basically attack on the beginning. They're going to go quick.
Wow,
Lion finding 2 picks with the Juno Orbs, and Pangala's also finding a pick onto Ferguson. I mean, an instant wipe from Chungus Fungus, just pure tempo maxing. I mean especially too, Kiri versus Baptiste. Baptiste puts out so much more healing, and without having to worry, maybe not.
I mean, just like that, it's a minute down too. Like already with the one team fight, so they swapped. It's Ana, they swapped D.Va.
Yeah, I mean, having just give a lot more respect to Chungus Fungus's comp, because like before you were kind of just beating it out through raw execution. Now you don't have, like, it's not there anymore. Like, they got equalized on there, so you have to try to play a more.
Oh, that's one pick.
A comp that's better to interact with it, and they get a pick already, and the lamp's out.
Yes, Sinex finding a DM easily onto their cast to finish out that Freya on January, kind of catching him lacking. And more coming out, trying to find a pick onto Ana. We'll find one, maybe 2. Otter's finding a quick 2 kills to try to equalize it. They will lose Lime and Pegalex.
I mean, that the cast is low.
Window, I mean, the Sinex trying to get rid of this Baptiste causing. But last night we'll find a pick onto Chandala and equalize this fight. Sinex trying his best to kill this Baptiste and get him out of the fight, but I mean, stagger.
Just gonna stagger. I mean, this BAP is causing so much trouble. I mean, with the dash perk he has and the healing thing through the window with Zol, I mean, he's just an issue. He's just lining them up. Him and that Bastion are just teaming up on anybody they can get their hands on. I mean, it's 3 ults versus 2 ults. I mean, they're close to bomb and overclock, but I mean,
Yeah, Otter's putting an absolute clinic. I mean, both DPS from the side of Campfire just putting January on just completely back to the spawn room. But immediately, Campfire Song trading out, getting traded out. I mean, Ferguson, Shaunalang, and Catch are just instantly dead to their DPS line. Cynex trying his best to try to finish his Bastion on it all, but Pangalex
wow, it's baby diva
off.
Wow.
But again, that might have been a little bit of an overspent. I mean, you already killed 3. Yeah. It might have been a little greedy. So I mean, but then again, you do have that. You do Freya all coming on for the side of Chungus Fungus to hold, and you're only
Juno here
Ray as well. So not too mad about it, but you might wish you went.
Well, I mean, Campfire Song, they used Nano, they used Overclock, and they used Bomb. So they used 3 to 2. So
yeah, Cynex back on the Doomfist will kill 2. Somehow lives. Freya, Orisa on the side. Chungus Fungus trying to find a pick. Haven't finding him as well. Picked off. So will be a quick team fight for Campfire. I mean, finally getting the ball rolling. Almost losing 3 minutes on that attack.
Yeah. And I mean, just like that, they're in a similar situation as Chungus Fungus was. They're back to, one team fight, when it make or break. You had 4 minutes on the clock. And now all that time you thought you had is gone. And he's just going, Cynex is just diving in. Wickets away. It's crazy.
Liam will fall to the side of heaven, finding a quick pick, trying to get some more card progress on this attack. You still have a long way. You're dropping down into almost 30 seconds, coming back in. Campfire, you have almost 3. Coming up almost 5 halfway through this fight to work with. Cynex will go early, but they do get a tank trade. Immore coming out. Pangalex with this crazy high ground advantage. We'll find 1, 2. And Chungus Fungus with this high ground advantage, I mean, easily wiping the side of Campfire Song. But, I mean, you do use Ray. It's a 1 all for nothing. I mean, pretty good all trade.
Yeah. One last push here. I mean, we have 3 ults coming up for Chungus Fungus, and we have 4 ults, about 5 ults about to come over. Whole team.
Cynex going up top. They will pop the window, looking for a punch. Otters and Liam will get punched, but they will be able to drop off. Trying to do it. Terror Surge coming out with the nano boost as well. We do have a pause coming out. That's unfortunate. Heaven will be able to kill the Orisa, but Chandelier will go down as well. Big orbs coming out as well, trying to sustain as much as he can, but Liam in a really bad trying to keep his Bastion up against this Cynex pressure, but Heaven will also go down. Looking really grim for the side of Campfire Song. You still have 3 ults to work with. They need to press Q. Ferguson goes down with Ray. And so now you just have Chandelier. You have 3 ults online, but nobody used anything. So now you just clean these ults as quick as you can. No touch. I mean, if you're the side of Campfire Song, you have 3 ults and you don't press Q.
Especially Orbital there. Orbital makes space. Same with High Noon. Like, they make space for you. Overclock is just there to, clean up. So you have 2 ults that can make the space, guarantee you at least another 20-30 meters of distance between you and the enemy team. And just to die with it is unfortunate for Campfire Song.
An incredible little orb, Juno orbs here sent by Lamb. Dominating performance here by Chungus Fungus. I mean, they took that from almost getting steamrolled and their first match being completely over to flipping this 1-1.
If I'm Campfire Song, I'm going to look back and I'm not going to point fingers at who's the issue, but see where as a team we were wrong. I mean, steamroll 5 whole minutes for first 2 points, hold them to overtime, and then can barely make a push for just a point. They're heading to Sorvorsa for game 3. We have
Sorvorsa, yes.
Yes, Sorvorsa can be good. And then had a couple pauses in the Reprieve Blind Music Society Blizzard World game. Looks like.
Yeah, I seen that.
Last couple seconds of Blind Music Society's attack, they're getting pretty shut down.
I mean, is they gonna touch? They got one.
No, someone touches, yeah.
Good pulse.
Two-piece with the sleep.
My goat. That's my goat. I might have slandered him, but that's my goat. Chisakina looking for great pulse into their backline. Managed to kill 2 with their Ana and their Sojourn. So looking to kind of push this overtime after getting held a little bit. They're on the Orisa comp with the Tracer Sombra on a Lucia against a Diva Tracer Sojourn. Interesting. But looking to kind of hold this as much as they.
They got bomb here. They have
trying to hold as much as they
pulse bomb
can.
too.
They do have pulse bomb.
They get a touch.
Ana coming out, or Nano coming out from the side of Society. If Potato can live long enough, but he will dive quick. A quick 2 picks from Maze, trying to sustain as long as he can. He will have. So see if they can pick up this Orisa. He will survive. And it looks like they didn't get touched.
No, they did. They got touched. Yeah, they didn't touch. They didn't hold him. They
No.
Aiden dashed in, used pulse bomb, and no one else touched. And he dashed out, and they got point. So I mean, to be fair, though, they can hold close here because I mean, they have nowhere else to go. So it just comes down to can they get out this team fight. Big anti-nade comes out. Yeah, it's gonna hold the spawn. It's crazy. And just wow, walks away with less than 100 HP. And they're just gonna, this Tracer, Aiden's just gonna hold him hostage on point.
Salsa, if you want to take over a little bit, I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right. Let's take a peek here.
Let me lock in. Let me lean forward in my chair.
Lock in a little bit.
Pay attention now.
Oh, okay. We're going over to the.
All right. Well, screw that game, I guess. All right, we're going back to Helios.
Okay. Sounds good. We're going to.
Which one do you want?
I was gonna say. I was saying Polar. You can do either or. I was gonna say Polar's more into it. That's why I messaged Polaris, but you can do either. I mean, if you guys want to go back to Hollywood.
This is Polaris.
Yeah, this is Polaris.
Don't know.
Yeah, this is fine.
All
right, we're on. So Polaris is up. Oh, 1-0. Ooh,
the Widow Battle.
Okay.
It's Seda. Oh my God, it's Seda.
Oh, actually, this is gonna be sick. Hold up. Actually, never mind. Lock the fuck in. This is. Oh, here we go.
Another one. Everyone clear.
Oh, wait a minute. What is Mochi doing?
Where the heck did you go?
Oh my God, a 4K.
God. Let him get the ace.
Oh, come on. Boo. Boo. Coward.
Big. I saw that dash. It's crazy. Oh, still a world duel. Who's banned? Diva Freya. Okay, not bad.
I like
Fury Rush comes out.
Freya's, I mean, Freya's a standard ban. Diva's interesting.
We got 3 ults come out. 2.
Quick little 2-kill. Bochi is destroying right now on this Bruins Ilios.
Yeah, wow. I mean...
And they full hold him here for a second point.
99
just letting Optical just get kind of... Like, Optical's providing such a threat that you just allow Bochi to completely tear through everything and everyone.
I mean, they're running a heavy dive comp, and I mean... You're gonna pitch it forward. I mean, if Optical gets a pick, I mean, this is how it's gonna be. You got to pay attention to the 3 people diving your back line. You don't have time to look at them.
Well, yeah, you have 3 people diving your back line. You have Kiri throwing kunais at you, which might as well be sniper shots, and then you have an actual sniper also shooting you in the head.
And I mean, he's sitting way back. He's sitting so far back.
Yeah.
Checkpoints is still low in. Might be a little break there.
So it looks like we're on Corrupted Geese and once more.
That's what I was looking at too.
Guys,
once more Doomfist.
Or interesting.
Run like anti-dive and dive.
And then let's. I don't know. I'm trying to see did Blind Music say to complete the map? Doesn't.
Oh,
they did not. Did not. They got held. I think in middle.
Before third. Yeah, just before third. Just before third.
Yeah.
So Dillax coming into for Corrupted Geese. Looks like they're going to be able to finally flip the point. Once more did have 55%. So you're looking at another ball composition. We've seen a lot of interesting compositions. Like especially like a Doom with a May.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just gets obliterated by mines. But they will lose their Lucio on this. But Bing will also go down on the side of Corrupted Geese. So once more with a little advantage here, trying to find some picks and clean this up, trying to make sure they don't trade, because they are a little lower compared to Corrupted. We'll find on the Lucio as well. So it looks like
there's the point. Once more's advantage. I mean, what is it? Bomb and Blade versus nothing. Maybe Blizzard, but I mean, she's just come back from spawn, so.
Blind Music Society is just loud for free to get 2 ticks.
Wow.
Interesting.
And okay, they didn't even really lose the fight. They just walked backwards.
Just
Okay.
walked away. I'm just gonna leave.
Well, a quick little 5K team kill for
Yeah.
once more. So
Yeah,
Corrupted
so that
coming
black
into this
fight
next
over
fight.
there?
Yeah, Corrupted coming into this next fight with a Doom Ult and a Blizzard. So your goal probably is to go straight under, like they are, beat all the way, try to get this Blizzard and try to do as much as they can. They will fight Epic Shock almost instantaneously. So a quick little opening kill for Corrupted, trying to do as much as they can to get this point flip back in their favor. They do not want to lose this and drop to the first round of Busan onto Mecha Base. A crazy shot onto a Siren. By Gallant. So trying his best, they will get the point flip, and they don't have to use Blizzard.
No, I mean that's
these,
extra critical.
I mean he just hit 2 headshots in a row. This Mei shots are okay, never mind.
Check his PC.
Yes, you counter his curse, 100%.
Ooh.
Just counter his curse.
Good little cleanup. And now, I mean, you go into last fight now for the side of once more. It's completely grips.
I mean, they have 4 ults. I mean, let's High Noon, they get High Noon here fast, but I mean, they have 4, you have 2. I mean, mines will be helpful here for crowd control, but I mean,
Yeah.
High Noon knows also crowd control, same with Blizzard.
Almost punch, looking for this Genji, trying to find this kill as quick as they can. Mines will come out, trying to find quick trade into it as much as they can. He will
He
punch
comes
the
out.
ball in straight into the mines. Blizzard comes straight out, looking for the blue mod as well, trying to clean up this High Noon kill on miss punch, but that's okay. Rush coming in as well for the side of Corrupted. Find 2. Ball and Genji both taken out of the equation. All ults used off the board at this time. Kiri goes down for the side of once more as well. So just trying their best to sustain as much as they can. Dali 2, and they will be able to sustain the point and take it from once more, taking this 1-0 for Boost.
I mean, it's close over there. Once more, Corrupted, it's been close. They've been even the entire time. They flip points back and forth. So, we'll see if they change anything. Who knows?
Might want to take a quick main look in towards Marin Mallows.
Yeah, I can message him. I'm kind of
That
curious.
looks to be 1-1. It's like 60% for
Yeah.
Marin Mallows.
Thank you. Let's see.
I mean, all these games are kind of like one's a 1-1
Yeah.
game that's close. One's a thing that's about to take second. It looks like they're
And one's a
contesting for
game
that point
3.
a lot. And now that's this one. Like all these games are very very close together.
Yes.
In terms of
Inside having a huge primal, cleaning up some kills. It's still 7-7-0. I mean, Polaris took first point, but I mean, they're getting ran over at this point.
Yeah,
And-
I mean it looks like it's been pretty brutal.
And they have
Yeah,
Bob
so-
here to hold point. I mean,
Blade Rush.
Pulse Bomb comes
Pulse
out.
coming in will hit the side of Anside being 1 HP is coming out for the side of Maramella's. So double support
Bro.
else trying to find any progress play. He gets into the small crazy play from Bochi. I mean,
Crazy
he's been a
Bochi.
menace this entire time with any of these blades. He is a threat to look out for me. Every time he has a blade, you see a kill pop him in the field. And they will
And
clean
they
this up
take
quick
Tigilius.
and take
First
1
point.
out.
Our first map, excuse me.
By the way, another holdout. Another 9-9-0 on Polaris. So, Armado's looking like pure favorites every time they've met, every match so far.
What's Reprieve's time bank looking like?
They're like 340. Yeah, like three.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I mean, EMP coming out for the side of Blind Music Society, trying to do as much. It will hit 2, but no kills found. Nano Boost coming out for the side of
1.
Reprieve, finding 1. They will trade out pretty
2.
quickly, but Mateo and Joshin also
3.
falling. So Maze putting a dominating performance with that Nano Boost, trying to find as much skills as they can. So they will use the Nano, but they will have Annihilation coming up.
Yeah, they're not Annihilation. They have Overclock here. The other side, at most, will have
Yep,
Probably
OC coming out for the side of Reprieve, trying to find any value, but now it's just
big nade,
obviously
big
he did
nade.
Higananti, he will fall, and so will Potato. So just trying to stall this as much as they can. Chisakina will try to do get to this, but he won't did it. And Reprieve will take this pretty smoothly with a 2-0.
A nice 2-0. You go 1-1 in their opening week. A great start for their season.
Definitely a good map differential, especially cleaning up with that 2-0. You know, a great little setback in the beginning, but way to clean it up and end on a high note.
Yeah. And it looks like it's 1-1. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if we can go to Campfire
No,
Song.
Chungus gets a quick 2-piece, 3-piece. See, he's get 4. Yeah, that's. Then I get a free walk to point, which just now opened. So
1-1 for Suravasa opening up. Looks like Chungus Fungus will take this out. Let's take a look at the comps. So Chungus Fungus is running a Ram Cass Freya, Lucio, Juno. So a little quicker. Definitely want to get some angles along with Synex. The only difference is Synex is on that Zarya, so Synex definitely wants to play that a tiny bit slower charge, doing his best. But again, Rush coming out, High Noon coming out from the side of
Oh wow, two with High
and Otters
Noon.
cleans up Shauna Greg.
I guess that
I
too.
mean, Otters finds
they
two as well. A quick little cleanup for Chungus Fungus. I mean, and the thing is too is it was a 2v2 trade, so Juno and High Noon for what Sune and High Noon.
Yeah,
So,
Kasune High Noon, and they only use Kasune and Orbital Ears. So I think I saw Tracy. She walked in, the Kira walked in on their own. Like, just was too far deep. Team was pulling out. I think they probably could have won that if the Kiri Rush was planned better. Beat comes out. That Rail comes out.
Ramon coming out.
Another beat.
Shauna Greg going really low, trying to live as much as he can, try to run, but he will fall. Looks like Chungus Fungus will clean up 3 again. It looks like they'll take this little inside part for Saravasa pretty simply. I mean, Synex over that JQ definitely was not feeling the Zarya. Tried it, didn't work. So trying to maybe go a little more quicker and maybe try to beat out these angles and rush onto this Cass or this Juno for them.
I mean, Heaven has ult coming up, so that's a positive. I mean, Mafia also has ult coming up. Same with Ping has ult. I mean, it'll come down to an ult battle for point, as you've seen. It's just you either hold with ults or you're going to push with an ult here to gain something. Because there's going to fight up here up top.
It's similar ult, so it's really just can Heaven get a big Bulla before the other ultimates come online.
Oh, it comes out.
Finds no one. The whole side of Campfire Song going really low. They will get a trade on the trade something. Ram coming back into the fight, a big force to be reckoned with when it comes to these scrappy fights, especially with how much HP and how much defense he has. Heaven trying to find something, but he will fall to last night. And another team fight for Chungus Fungus, and not even having to use an ult. I mean, Campfire Song used 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now it's...
And if High Noon, I mean, they might have Rampage if they get it up. But I mean, they have High Noon on the other side and Mafia's ult.
And Bola and Beat and Ray.
Go for one.
And then coming out from Shauna LeGreg, Pangalox will find a kill on the Cynic. So again, a tank for Lucio trade. So a little dangerous for the side of Campfire Song. Pangalox will fall as well, but Heaven comes and gets traded as well. Looks like Shauna LeGreg will maybe fall, maybe not. Yes, will 2, killing the both DPS line, isolating them, telling he's like, no.
Oh, Mafia might. Wow, Mafia lives.
Chassis will also go down, and Chungus Fungus again holding on these scrappy fights. I mean, they're always just coming out on top. Cynics has gone down early every single fight.
I mean, last night again they have Ramotro again, and they don't have JQ ult. They have 3-1.
Just about to get it. I mean, that's really tough. And they still have advantage in both support ultimates. They're going to open up with this Ray.
Yeah, Ray beat. I mean,
Tracy's dead. This is it. Chungus Fungus.
DPS line fighting 2 really quickly. Especially Cynics going down again early. Lucio too, so no support line to tank, and they won't get a touch. It looks like Chungus Fungus will just take Saravasa. Quick, easy,
the biggest flip.
Taking this fight, no problem. After dropping first map, I mean, came out quickly on top.
Especially that second map when they were looking, at the bottom. They were looking to lose. Very low percentage. Big turnaround for them.
Yeah, no, that Hollywood second extra rounds was such a huge swing of momentum in this whole match. Like, by all accounts, they should have been dead in the water, and they just were able to make that comeback and have a really solid map here.
Okay. Dominant on Optical Crash. Great pick for the Freyas.
Reinhardt.
But trying to trade this out, quick little. You got to be careful of that trap because you see that thing lurking. See if he notices, but out on the Reinhardt comp, so trying to force his Reinhardt. See you later. And Hagen goes flying up, and Matt Greeting says, "Nope, you're gone." Seta trying to find as many picks as they can, clean these fights up, forcing another kill on a Yup, and cleaning up these kills. And looks like they cleaning up this Junkrat as well. And looks like they'll take first point on Eichelwald, no problem at all.
Yeah. What we run? They banned Ramatra and Soj. Okay. What are we? I'm gonna lie. Okay, they swapped Junk. Okay, they went Widow. I was like, or not Widow. Genji.
It looks like a Freya battle with the only differences in Hagen's on Zarya, and we see a lot of Zaryas. I mean, Zarya in the big 2025? Who knows? Maybe I know.
I mean, she's still powerful. She's still annoying to go up against.
One player. So
big
Bochi
spear.
almost caught out. Yep, trying to be as careful as he can. You know, trying to get these little poke shots in, do as much damage. Optical Crash going low, trying to find an angle. Seta here trying to poke the support line, maybe find a lucky bolt onto a headshot, get a quick little kill. Nothing so far, but you know, just trying to push this card progress. Nothing for the time being. I mean, with this Orisa comp, you want to play Bunky. Zarya's trying to drain these out, get this charge up going, trying to find as many picks. Looks like we're gonna contest going. Genji on point. Forcing everything out for the time being. A little Freya duel on the right side. Looks like we're getting a little aggressive. Freya extremely low. Will they be able to kill Seta? Nope. He gets sustained by Ghost. Break paths are super helpful when trying to help your DPS get out of a tight pickle. Bochi going down to Clooney though, getting the best of the Genji 1v1. Optical Crash doing his best to try to regain this momentum, trying to find a kill, getting forced off that high ground, doing his best. Seta hunting him down as fast as he can, like a deer in the woods. But here comes the Orisa, the Terror Surge coming through. Immortality comes through, but it's burned down. He will get the kill. Yep. Also goes down along with Optical Crash, and it looks like Polaris will be able to wipe this out, no problem.
Damn,
I don't know what we all shoot. I don't know what the bad was doing. He put on Emort, right? He put on Emort, and then Emort speared, and he didn't jump. He just watched the Orisa confirm the ult.
It was great.
I don't know what he was doing. He didn't jump. He just sat there.
Look, sometimes you get lead in your boot.
Oh, it's touch. Window comes out.
They're gonna go for intense.
Orbital
So
comes
Freya,
out.
along with the window, Wi-Fi does find a quick kill onto Simsip, shutting down that Rainbow. Bochi will get killed by Freya real quickly, trying his best to sustain his team, looking to try to collapse on him and that Baptiste. He might go down, but trying to sustain, living as best as he can. He will go down to Clooney. Optical Crash trying to do his best to get any sort of contest with this rally, but this rally up too strong. The rest of his team trying his last dying breath to try to get a kill, but it won't happen. Polaris will take this with 5 minutes on the clock.
Jeez, Clooney got a 3-piece there. I mean, if it were so. And we got Blade grab and Beat coming up. And then we also just have Blade coming up the other side. And a lot of ultis that last fight.
Looking for some picks. You do have that grab online for Maramellas. Wi-Fi will find a quick little pill. That Curie Kunai is so deadly when trying to find a quick little pick. Catches so many people off guard, myself included. So Optical Crash onto this Bastion, trying to find a quick little pick. Don't get too greedy now. Trying to find as many kills, maybe onto that Ghost who is super low, but they will be able to cut out incredibly. Hagen trying his best to get as much charge. Keep this charge high, because they will be looking for a grab opening this next fight.
Oh yeah. I mean, she just has to wait for the javelin spin. I mean, Blade comes out. Beat does not get the Ajax down.
Yep, to get the beat up.
Two Blades come out.
On Esteta. Looks like Clean will also go down and Ghost. So a quick little wipe here for the defensive side of Maramellos. Quick little shutdown, especially onto that Blade. But, I mean, you use Blade and Beat for Blade. So Blade did do what it needed to accomplish. You have 4 minutes. You definitely want to get some ults out. So not too angry if you're Polis and you lose that. I mean, you force Beat. You do have the Kitsune Rush to worry about, but you are coming up on your Terra Surge and your Freya ult. So, but you do have that grab to worry about. That's going to be a big, strong ultimate. That's going to be a key thing to deal with when trying to win these fights.
Yeah. Oh and wow! Another little head pick for Wi-Fi. That's two alone in just this side of point.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is finding all of these picks. Looks like they want to get aggressive, maybe try to force them out. But it looks like they make the right call. Don't get too greedy. Try to force them back, and draw some time off this time bank.
I mean, I would just think they'd push you with Rush. Oh, here comes the grab.
They're going to Freya ult into Terra Surge, misses everybody, so the board for Polaris trying to...
Here comes grab, Orbital comes out.
Big grab from everybody along with Orbital, trying to clean these ults along with Bastion ult. Optical Crash finds one with the Bastion ult, and Zamzit goes in greetings, but yep, will get traded. Clooney finding two, almost completely equalizing the fight, but he will fall as well in Seta. Just too much damage, especially with that high charge already for the stage fights. Those Scrabby fights, she'll always win.
I mean, Wi-Fi stays Rush here.
You still hold on to the Rush,
yeah, you still hold on to the Rush.
Hold on to your Rush, and they, I mean, the close thing is Blade at 37%. I mean, the Rush is gonna just give them a free fight if they use it before an ult comes up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the side of Polaris, you just used a ton of ults and got nothing, and they still hold on to their Kitsune Rush.
Yeah.
So they will hold it to get aggressive. They want to force them out. I mean, but of course, Polaris doing a great job of just sustaining this and trying to cut it, but Zimzip still gets caught out. I mean, now you're Polish, you really got to get out.
Yeah. At least you look for just something. Yep, looking for any head you can get. Oh, Genji.
Ochi's feeling himself, you can tell. He's been playing fantastic this entire series.
Oh, yeah. The May comes out. He lost too many Genji ones. He had to swap.
Hey, I get it.
I get it.
As a Lucio main, I would never.
Or was that a different?
Pretty good. Maybe isolating the Zarya. They do like Maros does seem to like they really like to go aggressive. Maybe trying to wall off their
She is way out
against them. Bochi will go down. So a big pick for Zimziv onto Bochi, catching that Genji off the backline, dealing with him early. So now you can go into this quick. I mean, you're gonna have Freya ult, but you're also looking quick into a beat. So you gotta make this fight fast. Form coming out from Optical. Will they be able to kill him? They will. So a great stagger onto them, trying to find as many kills. The wall is fantastic. Does wall up in Hagen, trying to find a big ult. It was a great ult from the side of the Freya. Blade coming out from Bochi. We'll find one. Greetings also does go down. We'll find two. A great blade from Bochi. Like every single time. We'll always find one. We'll get straight up by Seda. Though, but Seda and Clooney finding two.
Oh wow.
Or finding three. But in Hagen, of course, unfortunately with the respawns that close, I mean, there's only so much you can do, especially when it's board. Even with no charge, it's kind of a lost fight.
Yeah. I mean, they come back. Greens come back with Terra Surge. Clooney might be back with Blizzard here soon. Rush, they have Rush. I mean, Marin they have Rush, Grav, and Artillery again. So it's even in a sense, but I think if Marin Mellows plays this right, they have advantage here.
Oh, we're back to once more. Go ahead, it's also you can.
No, I was gonna say we're trying to take that peek over there. If we can kind of get that that 4 board to see both these teams. Or now we have okay, cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
oh, and Hagen finds two, but it's equalized. Wow. Muji and Yup also go down, so trying to sustain as long as he can. Optical Crash will go down for the set of Seda, and Seda will also find one with his Freya ult. So Seda gets a 3-piece, trying to push this as quick as possible. You have 18 seconds on the board. Maro's coming out, no ults on the board, so some swaps will be have to made. Bochi does go, the stall might be gone. Moira coming out, Bubbles as well. Kiri and Moira just trying their best. Cleanse comes out, but it's not going to be enough. He will find a pick on the Ghost. Yup doing his best. Bastion form coming out, but very low HP. Has to play for super sustain. He does have that shield perk, and Hagen will also find it. So greeting a little too much onto the Bastion, so he might pay for it. Greeting's really low. They got to try to kill him. As well. Hagen coming out as well. Zimziv and Kuni trying to do their best to sustain this attack, but it's too much. I mean, if you're the side of Polaris, I mean, maybe a little too greedy. I mean, you got the pick, but then maybe aggressing the Bastion. I mean, the stalls just came out and not killing that support line to deal with that Bastion. I mean, maybe you regret being a little aggressive.
Yeah, Kiriko saved that Zara's life.
What's the time bank over here on
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Wow. Oh, a hazard. Okay.
Yeah, Downpour coming back in. He will find the Winston, but he will fall. Trying to do his best. Little low. Rally coming out from the set of Corrupted guys. Primal as well coming out from the set of once more. Trying to find any sort of value. Doing his best, but they will be able to back up. They're going to go back in. They have Blade coming in from the side of one. Trying to find any pick. Nano in response. Dialects will find a pick onto once more's Kiri. They will find 3. Nano Blade too strong and to sustain of once more to shut down, or of Corrupted guys to shut down once more.
They're swapping. They swap. Oh.
I mean, but the thing is now, once more has no more ults. They might have a Kasune Rush coming back into this fight. Corrupted still held on to the overclock after using Nano. So great discipline by him. And you will come up with Genji. So Corrupted guys looking in a pretty strong spot to keep holding this defense. Should have some more time on the clock and maybe even hold it. Once more has to try to maybe force some ults in. They're really bad spot when it comes to ult cycling. They have a really strong ult advantage on the side of Corrupted guys. Looking to get aggressive, take this high ground, but shot out by the hazard on the side of Corrupted guys. Kitsune Brush coming out the side of once more, trying to get aggressive, find some kills. But Dilax will be able to find a quick kill onto Nodi and Helios. So another quick fight from the side of Corrupted, and now you're at 45 seconds wondering...
And they use Rush. And they use Rush.
Stream should now be back on.
Okay.
So we just see... You see right now
I'm sure they clutched it up. Or
right, guys, I'm currently watching a Genji blade a wall, guys.
I'm not watching anything.
To watch.
Yeah, you saw the blade come out. He got 2. Next episode, you'll see what happens with the finale.
I'm pretty sure Corrupted probably cleaned that up.
Yeah.
We're predicting the future with my minimum resources.
Oh, yeah, you guys can't see. I fixed it for the stream, but not for you guys.
Please.
Important thing
Wonder
for you guys to have.
OBS knock, please.
I'm fixing full screen projector.
Thank you.
They capped, I think.
No, I guess
they did not. They
did not cap.
Do you want to throw us on Maro, I guess? Or Marin?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Terra Surge.
Terra Surge and Rush and
Greetings is dead.
Something else for sure definitely came out.
So let's see, Sojourn and Ramban. So let's get back into 4 minutes on the time clock. So
Time box.
definitely a quick pick. All right, well, quick pick onto Zimzif and Ghost. So another quick round. Mara's pushing this card, no problem. Trying to clean up these as quick as possible. Optical Crash does have that Freya. And Hagen is coming close to another grab, along with Boshi with that blade. He's been so deadly with every single blade that he's always finding 1 or 2 great value from that player. Yep, will also have the beat. Polaris, I mean, you're rocking with nothing. You have both for now. You have Bosa and Freya all coming online. But if Maros knows, they'll go quick, which they are. Bochi finding 2, almost 3. A quick.
Oh my god, 3,
4K.
4. And I mean, they're
this
getting a
guy
point.
is unstoppable.
Who's that in the back? Who's that? I would say Castle.
It's Clooney.
Oh,
Clooney.
All right, so.
Cool, dude, this is going great.
Knock. Stop.
Yeah.
Chuck, please.
Thank you. Okay, well, who was back there?
It was Clooney Tracer.
Clooney.
Clooney Tracer.
Clooney's being a pest, trying to kill Optical, but he will fall into the hands of Bochi.
That's a big stagger. I mean, that's a huge stagger.
That's an incredible stagger. No,
Bochi has been a menace on both series. I mean, he's just been an incredible player. Definitely one to watch this entire BPL season.
I mean, they're steamrolling. They have 4.5 on the clock. Grab comes out, Rally comes out, Boa comes out. Get 1.
Bochi hitting a deflect onto Sadie, killing Zimzif. I mean, a quick grab, like use Rally, gets exploded, and now, I mean, you might not even have a chance to use Orbital Red.
No, it's got to be 3 on point here. It's yours. This is yours.
Got to get a quick touch. Here we go. So they will be able to. They use the raid. It's a little late. Sada will get blown up immediately by Pochi. Pochi finding pick after pick after pick, doing so much for his team. Green
comes out. Orbital comes out.
No more ults on the side of Polar. It's just trying to do the best they can.
No
I mean, Maro Mal is just a dominant performance. I mean, Bochi is doing.
Bochi is a threat.
Everything. He is a threat to the.
You are another team. Him and Yup are going crazy.
I mean, put this guy on.
Ban Genji.
Nightmare. Put this guy on Nightmare.
Yeah, just ban Genji, bro. I think you have a chance. I mean, like, look, that's a 3K. That's a 4K.
I am a Bochi Glazer.
Dude, I don't blame you. I'm what I'm looking at. I don't blame you. I'm on your side, actually.
Another map on top left. We have Nurture and Ignite.
We got Nurture trying to survive the storm. I guess weather the storm would be a better way to put it.
I see what you did there.
I didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I did.
A bit late.
Freya ban and Orisa ban on this first map. So Bandit says well, Unleash wins the Sucio duel. So Zev's going extremely low, trying his best to sustain this. And he will get May trying to force. They're going also really low. Ignite members trying to push this Nurture backline and this trying to push them off the point and control this, trying to live as long as they can, sustain every. But Nurture's still kind of in this fight. They're trying to look for anything, wait for their response. Bandit will go down on the side of Nurture, so again, a big advantage going into this fight. Slimster hitting a crucial hedge on the Bandit to force this out. Another form force by the side of Nurture on the side of Nurture. Ignite doing their best to hold this bunk while Nurture's trying to find some angles. Overclock coming off, trying his best, but that Tippy Ram really forcing him out and punishing him for taking that side angle. Bug also getting picked, as well as Poofa trying their best. But it looks like Ignite members are going to come on top, out on top with this fight, and it gets some crazy ultra too. But they will use most of them in the process.
Yeah, and you see on Nurture side, and they'll come with Ram ult probably. They'll have Pulse Bomb. They have Rush for sure. But I mean, Ignite's close to some things. They're also close to Ram Ultra ult. You just hold down. Typically, just hold them here average with the ult if you wanted to. Oh, a Forest.
We take a look at the bottom. Yeah. Another Kasune rush coming in. Trying to find some damage.
Pulse Bomb comes out. Pulse Bomb gets 1.
We'll find a pick onto Lucio, but he will get traded by Slimster, doing his best.
Otherwise,
he goes by, but will also find a kill onto Jace. Nurture trying their best to keep this fight rolling, but Tippy will find a kill with a knife. But the entire side of Ignite Memories is almost 1 each. Doing their best to sustain. Bug will find 2 more kills. Bug will find, and will find 2 more. Tippy will tank side.
okay.
So it looks like Nurture will be able to come on tight with that tank presence missing. We'll be able to hold on and flip this point finally.
Yeah, I was close. I thought Tippy had it. But Tippy had full hold there for him.
We take a look on the bottom right. Nudie with a quick little 2K for the side of once more. 2.5 minutes on the time. On the timer.
Winston mirror, Brig mirror, Genji mirror. Okay. Okay.
So much to cast. Okay. Caster or production, do you hate me?
Yep.
Yes.
Just tell me. Just tell me.
Yes.
Dalek's
Yep.
finding a quick kill on the bar, so this Nano Winston trying his best. Galleon trying to stay alive as long as he can. Gets a stand from the team slide and trying to find some value. Find a quick little position, trying to find the kill on this Genji. Deflect. For now, Prime coming out on the... Trying to do his best to live on point. Anti coming in. OC coming in for the side of Galleon, looking for any sort of pressure that... Okay.
I'm still top right, still top right, still top right. Don't worry. I'm watching. What? Did he just double... Wait, did that Winston just double jump? How did he do that? How did he get out so fast?
Oh, it went up
Blade?
top. Oh, it went up top. Okay. I was like, what? Blade coming off the side of Nodi, trying to kill Galleon. He will
Actively
get
messing
Two,
with
that's
you.
a...
he will
Okay.
get slammed. Helios will be able to kill Galleon. Gavin back on the enemy
Big
back
dice
on
here.
the side of once more. Will be able to kill Brig, but trying to sustain this Freya poke so much damage. Trying to
Oh
do
my
his best to live for
God.
his team. There, once more's Winston Helios coming right back into the trying to show this Winston who's boss and trying to hold on to this objective. Freya all coming in soon for the side of once more, trying to see what they can do. Brig rally also coming in for this. Gavin will go down for the side of corrupted, so losing that tank presence is big for the side of once more. Trying to see what to do. Break down as well, so big advantage trying to go in, trying to sustain. Can. Nodi and Osiron finding the remaining 2 picks. Quick little kill from SRF, and it looks like more will be able to hold.
Ignite was at 99% overtime. That's the last thing I saw. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I swear.
Pulse bomb comes out. 2. Oh, Unleash gets 2.
Unleash will kill 2. Jace also finding a kill in a bug.
Ram out
Ignite
selective.
trying to win. Tippy winning the Ram duel. And it looks like Ignite will be able to take this point over Nurture's 100 to 75.
Yeah, first point is up. Good beat.
Arrow was talking about
Does it worth?
exclusively wanting Akua.
Smoke is
What am I listening
holding.
to?
I don't know. I'm hearing that too.
So Teku and Toxic are kind of casting that bottom left stream. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, well, we're better, I think. So I'm joking.
Right. Dialog's finding a kill on the bar, but bar will also trade that out. So trade on both sides, but you do lose this. So, trying to equally backing up after the point's been taken, so obviously the right move to do. Once more going into this defense with Pulse Bomb, Nano, Primal. So definitely some ults to work with, but you are walking into a rally. So definitely a little bit of an ult advantage. See, hold this tight, maybe hold this corner, make it a little more difficult for
That's one stick.
Corrupted, but a crazy stick from Nodi. A quick little kill on the Galleon. A great stick from the DPS lineup once more.
Rally came out.
Gavin trying to go and equalize his backline. Nano Brig coming out from the backline of once more, trying to live this Winston engage. Trying to do as much as they can. Sleep coming in onto Helios. Maybe trying to kill him before that Primal, but they don't get it off. He does get the Primal off, trying to do as much damage. Gavin
It comes down to one more team fight now.
We're down to almost one team fight. 45 seconds on the clock. Helios trying to do as much as he can with this. Will not be able to fight. It's outstanding. So live to fight another day. Trying to see what they can do with this last almost 30 seconds.
I mean, what do we got? I mean, maybe Primal, Nano, maybe. If anything. Big
anti-nade onto the back line of
You get 3.
Corrupted, but Dialex and Galliant, that DPS line of Corrupted, showing them that they're not to be played with and taking this offense even farther, trying to get this final cap and win this series for them against once more.
Yeah, they're just going to hold door. I mean, they're just going to try to intimidate Ana to stay.
Yeah, and Corrupted's looking with a big ult advantage. Be able to use that Primal, get it off, get the percentage up. Bing coming up with a Nano soon as big anti onto the back line, though. Be able to sustain it, though. Looking for once more, looking for almost anything to try to sustain this and live this. They will be able to get a sleep on kill Galleon. Nano coming out from Bing. He will get the blade. He's trying to get blade. 5%.
Blade got blade.
Gets the blade off. We'll be able to kill Ana.
Which one? He's going to get 2. You get 2?
Cass and
He's going to get 3K.
The ult advantage just from Corrupted being able to come out on top and take this fight and win the series for Corrupted guy.
Wow.
That I'm not gonna lie, that Nano I thought was gonna come back faster for that.
I didn't know he was gonna be able to get it off. And dies to a SimTP turret. Alright. Are we in 2025 or are we in 2018?
I mean, not
big TP, huge TP.
You couldn't send it
TP.
to fill up the
They have wall here. Wall comes out.
That's true. So Bandit wall coming out from the side of Ignite. Bandit trying to do his best to live. Slimster falling to 1 HP. Zevs and Poofa though. Click trade onto Jason. Slimster falls off the map. Where is he going?
Check with that.
And Bug do get traded up by Surly and Unleashed. Tippy finding the kill on the Bandit and they to the Ignite side. But if you're Nurture, that's okay. you're walking into 3 ults versus Ignite, but you do have almost 4 of your own coming into 5 mid-fight.
Yeah.
So you do have some ults to work with if you play them right, but you have to be smart about it.
Rush comes out.
From the side of Nurture, looking for this barrage. We'll find a quick pill onto Lucio. Jace also falling to the hands of Zeb, trying to do as much as he can, not to do. Slimster will find a kill into Ugg, but the rest of his team is able to come through. And they do it with just 2 ults. That is fantastic.
Yeah, literally they rushed, and the rush was even on to point. It was in the courtyard area. Like that's where the rush was, like just sideways. So rush was kind of effective, kind of not.
Kind of not, but it got the job done. That's all that matters.
But I mean, it's definitely going to be beat Ramatra both sides here, no matter what.
Yeah. So. A Nurture trying to hold off this Ignite offense. Slimster does go down, so a good trade, but Seb's trying to do his best to live. Seb will fall down, so losing that tank presence is a big, even though you lost. So they are able to flip them out. Also go down.
Beat does come out.
A crazy kunai pick onto their Lucio, so no beat.
Yeah,
Ram will pop the Annihilation. We'll be able to kill Pufa and try to trade this out, but so that Ram from the side of Ignite taking things by storm and able to lead his team after losing his Lucio with beat. To hold Ignition and keep
that means out. That means Nurture just I Tank's name did not use Ram ult there. He died with it. I just remember this was last fight.
I mean, overall though, I mean the Ram from this Ram from Nurture is getting caught out so many times with these Maywalls. He has to be more aware of it. I mean, you don't have the DPS to break that wall that fast. So unless you're predicting it, it's going to be really hard to get. Terrapin and Oomphy University. What a name.
Oomphy University. Oh, yes. Oomphy.
And this is main channel. Yeah.
Yeah. I backed out.
I feel like if main channel's streaming and 2 people are kind of casting the bottom, we should probably just focus.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But
it was interesting. I mean, right now we're on Busan map, and I mean, Smoke Wolves up 1. And this is the last fight.
Do you see this
Unless, yeah, I see that.
Okay, Danny's on the map. What are we doing?
Big boop. Are they gonna flip it? If he does flip, but it looks like Chungus Fungus still trying to contain point. Just Diva though. No nuke. Oh, Bob on point. Bob to save the day. Possible. I think Smoke Wolves takes the Busan map, takes first map up on Chungus Fungus. I don't count them out. I mean, they were not in a situation literally the game beforehand, so anything is possible with this team.
I do know from experience that Smoke Wolves is a very, very strong team. We did scrim them. It's pretty close. Shoreline is definitely, and Dab are definitely a DPS line to not be met. They are very strong. Definitely into this Bastion combat might be very interesting. Definitely a very team to look out for in the A-League Ash division. Super strong, super good. Same with Chungus Fungus. We saw them completely come back from a 5-minute lead against Maro Mallows.
Yep.
So definitely a team not to be slept on either, but it should be a very good match.
Let's see, does Oomphy keep point? Looks like, I mean, that's 3.
So it looks like Claybird will be able to pop out this Annihilation, try to force this Annihilation out of Spooky. He will be able to kill him. They're finding a quick pill on a Tim Week. Finding a quick 2K.
Yeah.
Oomphy University really taking things by storm.
You push this to 99.99?
Probably.
It'll be 999.
Can't be too greedy.
No, it's a vanilla fight, but they have the higher percentage. They'll get it during the fight.
Yeah, and Terrapin only has Kitsune Rush and Pulse really to work with. Oomphy's coming up on almost all their ults. Hynun coming out quick, trying to zone this out. Trying to hold this as quick as he can. He's going to swing back into him. He will find 2.
Oh, huge.
Feed will find a Zera, so a quick little peel. They will trade out. So DPS are gone, but you do lose the tank and support of Terrapin. So trying to do as much as he can. Sharp is also down. Danny DeVito trying to do as much as they can. They will be able to kill Tracer. And it looks like Oomphy University will be able to hold.
And they take, what is that? They take the map, right?
Take map.
Yeah,
Take map.
big map. And Ignite
This is
Memories
Hollywood.
Nurture is 1-1, right? On Lijiang?
Say again?
We're on a pause, or are we... What's the story
They're
there?
what, the one that's the bad Pachimari League, that bottom left?
No, top
Assuming.
top left.
Oh, 1-0, 1-0.
Oh.
Oh, it's just okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting ready for this too for Nubani.
Gotcha.
By the way, this season in just comp, I have only played Nubani once. I don't know about y'all.
I hate Numbani.
I have not played Nubani at all this entire season.
Hey,
What's up?
who
Whoa.
won that nurture versus? Was that right?
It was
1-0
Ignite. It was
nurture?
Ignite. It's Ignite. It's Ignite.
It's Ignite. Do you know the map score? Because our observer was not paying attention.
It was
1-0.
We can go back in the VOD. We can go back in the VOD.
It was 2-0. 2-0. 2-0.
2-0 Ignite. Okay, cool.
I guess we're also observers now. We getting paid for this? We're doing an Olympus job?
I eventually want to be able to stream on it. Yeah, I want to stream. I want to get cast on A stream.
Mainstream? Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I
bet
signed a
popping off
contract.
of
I didn't read the
UMPs.
fine print. Hope I'm safe.
No, they he just messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you want to come cast multiplayer?"
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what, yeah. This is, I said, want to come just chill out? I said, yeah, but I didn't see much like an hour later.
It also
So,
gives me practice on actual casting.
I'm going to color
Okay.
commentary. When it comes to like plays, things happen like when I play the game, things happen fast, and I know what's happening. When I'm viewing something, it's much harder for me to take in the information all at once. Playing it is so much easier.
Oh, I can take in information a lot easier when I'm actually watching it.
Really? Playing, I understand what's happening. I know who's where, blah, blah, blah. This, I'm like, kind of lost.
I can do it in game, but it's a lot easier for me to process things on like a person point of view when I'm obviously because I'm watching it. When I'm in first person, I kind of focus on what's like I can't focus on like things are kind of, I guess, like responsibilities are split up from my team. So like obviously I focus on all tracking, but it's not my main.
Yeah.
So Ignite's gonna ban Kiri. Or not Kiri.
Okay.
No, sorry. They ban Kiri.
Yeah, Night Bay here, they ban
Nurture-
Tracer on
Nurture-
4.
Nurture
This is where
banned
I
Tracer.
can... For
This
the
is
body?
Numbani. It's Numbani.
I wouldn't think... I guess Tracer could. I just know the body's like such like a high ground map.
But yeah, I mean, it should be pretty close. Looking very forward to it. I think personally, with the way that Knight played on Lijiang, I think it's more or less they were not respecting the Mei enough. I feel like Nurture's Ram was kind of getting caught a little too open, and that caused his DPS line to kind of get more frazzled. You know, it's like any sort of game you play. You know, your front line's messed up. You don't really have the space to work. Force into a constant run back, force back, anything like that. I mean, it's if you can get that more consistent front line to where you're more stable and reading the DPS line. So if you can force that a little hard and kind of get past that, especially at least on a map like that, I think it would have went their different way. But Numbani, you're looking at playstyle.
Yeah, different. You're going from like a brawl, take point to like dive poke. Like that's we got to run. I mean, and then up at the top right, you see Therapin, they ban Winston, and they ban
Brigitte
with Winston.
Interesting.
Hey.
What's their map? Do we know?
They're Hollywood, I think.
Hollywood. Well, they
Yeah, I
were
think
on.
it's Subani,
No.
That's Sealy.
No, if they're on Lijiang, that's not the Hollywood. It's Busan, Lijiang, Saravasa. Or Busan, Hollywood, Saravasa.
Hollywood.
The other one is Lijiang.
Eichenwald? Or
Yes,
no, Blizzard.
No, no.
Blizzard. Or Blizzard. Blizzard World. Blizzard World.
No, because it's Nepal Blizz. That one is Nepal Blizz.
But they just played. I'm so confused.
Hold on. Let's.
Because Ignite Nurture just played Lijiang. Terrapin and Umfi just played Lijiang. So
So they're going to be going to then. Hold on. If it's
We got a Bastion ban.
Yeah, then
and
it's
a
Numbani.
Diva
They go to
ban
Numbani.
on Smoke Wolves versus Chungus. So they really don't like Pango Bastion.
no,
I
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I was like, I don't blame him either.
I don't
That's
blame him. I
a
hate
fair one.
Bastion.
But I mean, you see Chunks, they're not going with Bat. They just went Ana, which is.
Yeah.
And I get it. Different. It's a different play style than what you had
Yeah,
last time.
Hey, I get it.
I get the
get
hazard
it.
for sure.
I understand. I get it.
It is Hollywood.
It
See,
is
I knew it. I wasn't tweaking. I was correct. I was like, I knew I was like tweaking.
Let me see. So Chungus Fungus,
Yeah.
opting for this Winston Ash Freya. So looking for a little pokier comp, trying to find these picks. Again, Smoke Wolves with Shoreline Pie, definitely a threat on the Freya. He is very I got my stuff rolled by him, so it is what it is. But that's besides the point. Freya Static trying to look for some picks. Anti-Nate does come out. He's back last night and then trying to control the sideline, but he will get popped by Shoreline. I mean, that Freya damage is incredible. Shoreline fighting 2.
Dude.
I mean, the DPS capability on this character is unreal. I mean, Shoreline
Didn't she get nerfed like
Freya.
yesterday or something?
Yep, and it doesn't matter to Shoreline.
Doesn't
Shoreline
matter.
does not care. He's still going to showcase how good this character is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on. Oomfy is running Hog, Junk, and Torb on.
Oh,
offense.
whoa.
With Weaver, Mercy.
They're on attack. Yeah, see.
Okay, now they're faking. Jump for the jokes.
But Ronin's going to stick on the Torb. Maybe. Nope, Ash.
Maybe. Yeah, I was like.
So back, I guess we'll look at Nurture. So ignite memories onto the soldier, Freya Hazard. While they're just kind of looking more of a divey Echo Ash comp. So Devs unfortunately again will get picked out early, but Slimster does get traded. But again, you lose that on the side. It's a big pick. Trading a DPS might be that deal. So now you have this kind of walk. So Jay's trying to find this angles. Jay's up, but we'll get forced out by the Freya. We'll go down to Tippy. So Tippy will be able to find a pick on the extremely low too, very dangerous. So, the side of Nurture really having to back. While Tippy just kind of gets to sit on point for free, and as Ignite just kind of keep this point progression ticking.
I thought Tippy was gonna go up top and try to take out Moonlight's.
So again, trying to jump on this Winston. Zev's extremely low again. We'll find a pick on the Slimster, but Moonlight again dying to the side of Ignite memories. They are so quick on defining these quick kills and isolating. It's just a cakewalk for them at this point. Jace finding 2 in the Soldier, Jerry cleaning up Starry Night, and I mean, it's just a quick little one-tap run over.
Yep. And I mean, knowing how far the spawn is on Ubani, this is gonna be I'm gonna say a big long push, but it's definitely gonna be a decent amount of just free space.
Almost 5 minutes on the time bank. Pufo just trying to stay alive against this Freya poke. Seb's trying to do what he can on this Winston character. He's already falling to half HP. They're gonna be forcing him pretty. Again, 1 HP. I mean, still trying to live.
Sports are just not looking at him.
He's still a quarter of HP. I mean, he's fighting for resources. They do have the Nano. So they have Nano Ash coming up with a Brig Rally coming up very soon. Ignite working on Downpour and a Juno. All Resolve going extremely low HP. Was able, but Zez will find it with the Nano. Zev's trying to kill Slimster as well. Will be trying to live, but might be falling to the side of Ignite, but will be able to get out safely. Moonlight, though, will be falling for the side of Nurture. So Ignite with an advantage. Slimster finding 2, showcasing. I mean, Freya, absolute domination. But Jace will get picked up on the side of Zed.
Bob comes out. Orbital comes out.
Orbital and Bob come out from either side, trying to equalize this, but Tippy finds 2 in the back. Again, no rally. So Zez will be able to trade it out onto this. Surly, half HP, Zeb's trying his best to will be able to kill him on Primal. Tippy trying his best to equalize. Will find Moonlights, but his 1 HP. Also finding Zez, also finding Slimster and Nurture holding on by the skin of the team.
I mean, Moonlight is just giddy. I think every time there's a team fight, he's first pick. I don't think no one else has been. I don't know how.
It does feel like that, yeah.
If he's just walking in too far, or they're just like happen to find him a little bit out of position, but he's always the first one down. At that point, they rally. I mean, late soon, we have Pfizer.
Tippy being able to come up, trying to find some more. Downpour comes through, but does hit the Ana. He will get up. This rally does have to be used. He uses it too late, though. Starry will fall before the rally can come through. Moonlight will...
And I mean,
a quick
again,
little
that's
healer
just...
to be able to kill on the Freya, and just a quick
kill this Winston. It's free space.
Jace will be able to maybe stagger this Winston with no primal, and now, if you're Nurture, you're in a really tough spot.
Yeah.
Zevs
Yeah,
will go
I
down,
think-
no problem. Zevs will go down pretty quickly, and at this
Blade
point,
comes out.
they Blade to try to
Just one.
sustain this. He will get one. He deflects.
Oh, he
the Freya ult.
deflected.
Crazy
Okay.
play by Moonlight to trade Jace, but he will trade his life for it. But unfortunately,
His team's just kind of fall with it.
I mean,
break.
and that all kind of came down. I mean, if you're Pufa, you have to press that rally early.
Especially when you're hooked down, you can't. No one can move. I mean, it's your only safe space for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, so 3 minutes. I mean,
Meanwhile,
anything's
down
possible.
in the Smoke Wolves, Fungus Chungus got held 76% on
Ooh.
first.
Smoke Wolves with a dominant performance so far.
Yeah, it looks like that'll be a pretty clean one.
Oh, Zed's looking low. Okay, soldier flank. Does not get anybody with it. Goes back. Oh, Nano Monkey. Rally comes out. They still get through though.
Oh, man, the touch.
2 ults
Monkey's
for
touch,
Ignite.
that's it.
Oh, it's team kill. That's yeah.
Ignite with just a dominant performance. I mean, Nurture just kind of looks all. Zev is not being able to set up any. They're just staggering in and using ults whenever team.
Yeah, they're
It's
just
kind of an
looking-
overall kind of mess at the.
Yeah, they're just looking sloppy, and I don't think. I mean, clearly they're all talking, but I feel like their target
prioritization. Yes.
priority is low. Like they don't know who to look for, and if they do, they don't look at it together, or if they do, not at the same time. I think someone's like Moonlight wants to go in, and he's first pick. So either he's just going in because they say, "Hey, this person," and he's like, "I can get him now." No one follows, or he just says, or in his mind, he's like, "I could get him before a fight happens," and just gets picked.
Yeah. Chungus Fungus will lose otters in the beginning of this fight, trying to sustain last night, going extremely low, trying to smoke because they don't have a lot of percentage to work. Got to be very keen. Destiny going extremely low, but Static and Shoreline will find 2 Pangolics and Lion for the side. And, you know, the side of Chungus Fungus just trying to clean everything up, but I'm still looking at it. But
That's what I can do, yeah.
overall, Smoke Wolves is
I mean,
just
it's
gonna
one.
clean it up.
Who's allowed Tracer? And Tracer's
Yeah.
out, and that's
Smoke
map
Wolves
2.
will- Yep.
And
they'll come up with a
now it's
dominant
Well,
now
wow.
it's focused.
Now
Smoke
they're going.
Wolves
Yeah.
Yeah.
takes it 2-0. Why is there an
That
eyeball?
ball?
You'll
That
see
ball.
that. You'll see what I'm seeing. I'm not going crazy.
With the ball?
I swear. I swear. The eyeball, yeah.
All right, we can.
I didn't see it.
Last
I
game
don't believe
of
you.
the night that we're responsible for.
Nurture.
Yeah, Nurture Ignite Memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ball play is
Ball plays. Zev's going crazy, trying to find Jace. He almost got picked off. Trying to run away. That Brig is on him as much as he can. Zev's grabbing the health pack, trying to live. Trying to look for these quick engages on this back
Well,
line
I
to
might get
split
picked up
up these
again.
angles and quick kill up as many people as they can. So Jace trying to live. They will be able to back up. Nurture trying to look for another full engage. Try some angles. Jason the soldier, although is a menace, poke damage, and people underestimate soldier. He's pretty strong.
big ante, big
Anti-nade
ante.
and
Big
sleep. I mean,
sleep.
again, Ignite Memories is doing a fantastic job of just mitigating and just shutting him down on any sort of angle he goes in, because honestly, it seems.
I don't know what you said. You cut out the very end.
Oh, did I actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was saying that Zev seems to be going in alone. Because Ignite's doing a really good job of mitigating angles.
Yeah, Zed's going in alone, and I mean, Moonlight, I mean, we saw from Jace POV.
Crazy pick.
I mean, you can see it.
Yeah.
Moonlight's just hitting the right side flank, not. He's playing poke damage as a
Exactly.
dive character.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just no value. This is helping Ignite not worry about the flank. Close to ult.
Slimster trying to focus, get some poke out of build this Freya ult as much as he can for this next fight. Nurture not having many ults.
Zed's walked in.
Zev's walked in and walled in, but he will get help from his team to force Tippy back. They will. They are trying to poke this out as much as they can. Moonlight will
again.
fall to the side of Slimster again. They're just finding angles by themselves. Ult will come in for
Freya?
Slimster, and he will be able to live. I mean, did you just see his ult percentage? He went from 0 to 25.
He did. No, it's at 30%.
Almost
That's
30% after
crazy.
just using Freya ult. That's crazy.
Freya
Oh,
is
on run for life. On run for life.
I'm sorry, that character just needs to be removed. Anyway,
I agree.
I have my personal vendetta against that character, but that's fine. We're just here to cast. So Ignite
Yeah.
coming in with with a Hazard ult, Ana and a Soldier. I mean, they have some ults to work
Yeah.
with. They have the Nano boost and maybe Nano Visor. Flight come. Nurture only has Freya.
Maybe they might get
I mean,
Juno.
every single time that Zeds even tries to make a push, he just gets bursted. So we'll see if they can try to make a small hit. They see that brig top left trying to go.
Big anti.
Big nade, wait a minute, avoids his sleep, 75 the promo, but he will trade his light for it. Tippy going in to trade Zevs, equal trade on the back side. They will lose early. Resolve going extremely low. Moonlight's also low too. Slimster will be able to finish him off. Trying to find this pick on his backlines. Tippy is about 131 HP, trying to sustain as much as he can with the loss of his Ana. And they will be able to, and now you're looking at a minute on the clock, and Nurture hasn't even gotten to their first.
No, I don't feel like they haven't even touched point yet. I think they have. It's been for like a second and they got off. I don't think it's been.
Yeah.
It's been long. I mean, Ana's just got to rotate to height and got plenty of time. Team's not ready. They went Diva swap. Okay. And so, I mean, you have 5 ults. I mean, afraid about every second ult.
Yeah.
Has it.
Zevs over to the Demon now. Star Knight popping this all
Total.
Nano boost coming out
Nano.
from the side of Memory.
Slimster goes down though.
Moonlight will pick Simsters, the Nano boost onto Tippy, trying to find any more angles and any more damage with this Hazard, but Rally side of Pufa doing his best. Zevs already anti and almost out of mech. Tippy also low. Tanks on each side, very low. Tippy will fall and so will Resolve. The side of Nurture finally getting the kill they need to shut down Ignite, and Ignite goes down with having 3 ults on the board.
Yeah. I think it goes down.
Yeah, but also I
mean,
think it's fine to... You don't want to potentially use those ultimates and still get run over and then not have tools to get through second.
I mean, yeah, they're
I
gonna come
think-
back, hold choke point.
Yeah, I think you just hold the choke and you can still continue your really good defense so far. I mean, at this rate, Nurture is not going to get extra rounds. Like, your worst case drawing this map.
Yes.
And I mean, if I need comes
Honestly,
out from Moonlight, they have Downpour to hold in place. Oh, there goes Downpour.
Downpour will find a little out of position, and Tippy will also find Moonlight. So Tippy shutting down this DPS line, looking onto the Juno, trying to get too greedy. We'll back up, probably, most likely, maybe. We'll be able to get out. Diva will be forcing him out. Diva with a bomb coming up as well. They have 3 also work with on the side. Respawns to come in. Resolve will have that Brig Rally, will have that Tactical Visor to respond, but will it be enough against this bomb and this Freya ult? Freya ult coming through. A Rally will come in. Resolve dropping to dangerous low. Resolve.
Comes out.
Zev's throwing that bomb, and both DPS ults coming out from the center, finding just
high
Slimster.
noon.
Visor coming out, being able to trade it out. Jace will of Moonlights, but Resolve will find Zevs out of mech. Tippy is one trying. Moonlight's trying his best to force him out. Wall comes out, trying to force these all percentage. You're coming down to just above a minute, so trying to see what they can do. Nano coming out. This fight back into their own hands for the side of memories. Slash coming in, trying to do as much as he can, having to back. Wall coming in, having to sustain, maybe fight another day. No ults coming out from the side of Nurture. Maybe a very soon. That's the only ult coming up on the boards. Zevs will find. Trying to do as much as he can. Jippy trying to do as much as he can. Try to stabilize and maybe find another kill to eat. Having to back up, most likely. Downpour is coming online very soon. Ray coming. Trying to find a quick little kill onto as much as he can. Trying to get this percentage with just 40 seconds on the clock. Trying to maybe take out this Sojourn. He will find a kill on it. 30 seconds left. Tippy half HP, but he will find a kill on the Moonlight to eat. His team coming back in, trying to do as much as they can. Sarah Lee will fall, but Moonlights will fall as well. Trades on.
Rally comes out.
Support for Ignite. Rally comes out for the side of Nurture, trying their best to keep this fight going. Tippy low, kind of stuck. Will find the kill. Zeb will find the kill. Cleaning this fight up for Nurture and finally getting the push that they need.
I mean, Tippy still has Downpour. They're coming up on Rally here. So it's a big railgun hit there.
That's a lot of talking. Oh my god.
Zebs coming up with bomb. I mean, we have both tank ults, one support ult. I mean, maybe High Noon. High Noon's the next thing, so yeah, High Noon. We got OC coming already.
Downpour catches Zebs. He's probably going to die here. Starry will fall as well to Tippy through that Downpour.
Uses nuke.
Demec'd with the nuke. Probably just a quick little stagger for the side of Zevs. Maybe trying to kill the Sojourn if he can, but he will fall.
And they sell big ult, they sell OC. I mean, here comes High Noon coming out. I mean, I have Nano next fight too.
Yeah, and I mean, now if you're Nurture, you have a minute left on the clock. You're fighting into a Nano OC and maybe Brig Rally too, along with the Blizzard that's going to come up mid-fight. Nurture needs to look very, very carefully for these picks, trying to maybe equalize, get a quick little pick, because otherwise they're just going to win all advantage. Rally comes out early, trying to force him as he can. High Noon coming out, holding as much as he can. Chips tipping down very low. He will fall to the fray of Nurture. Nurture finally getting the push they need, finding the quick pick onto their tank, but can't be. Jace coming very close to that Blizzard. He will. Smart decision to just die there and fight for the last fight, because you will have one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's 3 ults last fight versus, 4 ults last fight.
Zarya swap over from the side of Tippy, trying to maybe get some sustain and make this fight the long run. Just a bomb and a Freya all from the side of Nurture. Freya will come up and finds no one. Sunster will find two. Resolves will find out from the side of Zeb, but Blizzard does come out for the side of Ignite. Moonlights will also find both supports for
Nuke gets 2. That's 4.
Le Poco Bomb.
That's not a Poke Bomb. That's not a Poke
Wow.
Bomb. That's just I put it on top of the cart and then they die bum.
I honestly couldn't tell if you Poco Bomb.
Oh, Poco Bomb is where you launch it at a bullshit angle and they don't expect it.
Looks like Oofy won, by the way.
It appears like it is, yes. So we are the final team of the night.
We are the final match. Well, tell them to get over here. We'll.
Yeah.
Leagues. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I am not too worried about teams. They will find their way through. And of course, everyone's. It's have so much fun with it. You know, everyone can work on their own things. We're great showings from everybody all across. Pretty funny misplays. Chisakina, I'm talking about you. But overall, I think it was a pretty good showing.
I mean, my takeaway from at least the matches we've seen, Bochi, insane Genji player.
Yeah.
We've seen, where are they at? They just, Chuggus Fungus, don't count them out. I mean, come down, being 1-0, and then come back from a 5-minute steamroll is insane.
Yeah, and how about Frogs on Fire? I mean, coming out 2-0, only dropping one map. Malice, you know, coming down, and then easily coming back. You know, Smoke Wolves Corrupted look very fantastic. Campfire Song so strong. Chungus Fungus, don't count them out. They were down 5 minutes. It came back and reverse swept. I mean, it could go any way with any of these teams. So none of these teams are to be taken out in account for, you know, or none of these teams are to be taken for any weaknesses too. So it's because a team is 2-0 doesn't mean they're not beatable.
Yeah,
So,
they haven't seen everybody. Some
always
teams
worth it to try.
Exactly,
might be off day,
Yeah.
might be missing someone. Who knows? Maybe missing. Sorry,
And
may have a ringer.
yeah.
Who knows what it is?
And there's some we haven't even seen yet. My team. Don't you ever count Camp
What's your team?
Halfburger out. Camp Halfburger. Don't you ever guys count that team out, okay?
I'm going to point if I stream you, I cast you, I am calling you out for every mistake you do. No one else, just you. Just gonna look at you the entire time.
It's like
B League, and it's my
B
team.
League teams, 7 B League teams you still have to see, and I think like 2 C League teams.
And again, Mothmania, what we saw to Mothmania and Reprieve. Yeah, Mothmania and Reprieve look great. Aurora looks strong. I mean, even though they lost the series, they came strong. You know, Recream and Nurture, don't count them out. They definitely do have some. They have some work to do, but they definitely could do some strong things. I don't know about what's up, Doc. See them or Realis, but you know,
I saw that they played Mothmania. They played. Their Blizzard Worlds was not that close. Their Nepal was pretty close. It was one particular like last fight or like second to last fight. They got got picked early, and so they lost a fight early.
We are actually on A team. We are we're at 9 and 10 p.m.
That's us. That's what we did too.
I realized I cut out, but if anyone's still here, game start tomorrow at 5 Eastern, and I didn't show it. Thank you, casters. You guys are amazing. Salsa has been moving around like a maniac.
I haven't.
It's been fun.
I've been trying to stay locked into all the games. Like that's why I've been kind of silent. Is at times where I'm trying to watch all 4 games at once or all 3 games, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean,
that's a lot.
Yeah. So I know I do unfortunately have work for the first couple of matches, so I won't be here 5 or 6. But I will be able to maybe tune in for the 8 if we do another multi-view, or if I'm on. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I do look very to it. So it should be a pretty good, strong showing. I'm pretty excited for it, and we'll see what all the teams have to show.
I'll be here tomorrow. But the first 3 matches, I have to stream. I have to cast Marvel Rivals matches.
God.
Go there first, and then I'll be here for what I actually enjoy and what I actually know.
We love Overwatch as much as we hate this game, and I hate Freya.
As much as we talked out of it, this is the best.
Yep.
Okay.
Last thing, thank you to all the wonderful observers. We had Toxicinator Brad out there. We had THC. We had Kothar. And at the very end, Headrammer was our 4th match. Without those 4 people, we could not have done this multi-stream today. And thank you all the teams for dealing with us because we got kind of delayed on a couple of them. So
and thank you guys for swapping our constant requests of what streams we watch. Because thank you, I got to shame Chisakina. My life is complete. I'm never gonna let him.
All right, anything else?
Nope. I think
No,
you guys know.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. Bye.